session last week, or was it 2 weeks ago?
Kyle,
Sorry, last Sunday.
No, you're good.
do you remember if you did your abilities for improvement last level up?
I honestly don't
I
remember.
don't remember what happened.
I don't think you did.
Yeah. Well, and I was gonna look at it, but I literally had no time in between when I got off work.
So
and I
you,
came
but you
here.
for sure need to do that. I can help
Okay.
you. What would you like your
Because how much
You
do I get with level 9?
2?
You get 2.
Well, no,
Or
this
a
is for
feat.
8. This is for 8 or a feat.
Oh, okay. Did I not do it for 8? Holy fuck!
I don't. I mean, maybe you did, but
Kyle.
I should have.
Kyle. I was like,
I don't
level up
see-
when I won.
Because I would have put it in
Well,
my
no, no,
features.
You leveled. I know, but I don't see it in your features. Is why I.
Okay.
He might just upgrade him. He might not have an individual feat for his ASI.
No, I know, but he had he had an ASI, and I don't think.
Well,
he
I can add the skill increase to my features. I'll just do that now.
Okay.
It's
I
the
just-
greatest way to overlevel your character. Just constantly tell people you forgot to do
Okay.
your ASI.
Well, I was looking
Oh, shit, my bad.
And then discreetly add it to one of your previous ASI.
I mean, I guess somebody can look at his base ability scores and see if it all adds up.
We'll do that not right this second.
What level are we supposed to
9.
be?
9.
Oh,
9.
shit.
Motherfucker!
I leveled
I don't
up
get anything. I just need to
last
change
time.
my
I've already
You didn't
leveled up.
Hey!
High Yeah, I did it
I
as
think I
we
meant
were
Just get to
Like
choose
that
the
night.
fail. You get to
as
fail.
we were talking.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
just
Dante.
did
You don't level up.
Can we all split Dante's level?
so. Yeah.
No,
Really.
Dante never got freaking infected. If he did get infected, I might give you something nice. But he was like, "What if I should not be infected?"
If Dante
I'm gonna
ever
leave.
rejoins the group, can he rejoin at level 8?
A level behind everyone.
Sure.
Class will just suddenly become so useless.
He's like, "I trained for weeks and did nothing."
Becomes useless.
Oh shit!
Do not trust me. A level 57.
We're totally talking shit.
When I call your character name,
Oh,
make
no.
the noise your character makes when he gets slapped in the ass. Maud. Ember.
Oh.
Mistress.
Chill touch.
Well, we're not gonna be able to one up that. Sorry, Kayla. Wait, Melody. Let's just see.
Mm.
It just
Just
doesn't.
kind of confusion, but also like enjoyment. Like,
Hostile. Oh wait. Don't say anything.
He's not here.
He can't feel it.
Dante's
from-
sitting on the sidelines, entirely out of guilt. So that's what
He
we're
said, he said,
Say hustle again, I got you.
But thankfully, the magic home bulbs kind of absorb outside noise, so he actually can't hear you guys right in this.
Oh,
Feel free to
cool,
say anything
okay.
you want
Oh,
about it.
nice.
3-1. Oh, I get a
So,
level 5 spell.
Just in order to plan things and minimize interruption, my food will be here in 8 to 11 minutes.
Okay.
It's
That should be
being
enough time to
driven
get through
here
the
by a
recap, because I have a long recap here.
Solid.
Yay.
Despite, we just kind of hung out in a white space, but relatively long. Alright, previously on Don't Trust Me. Dealing with Glorious in his delirious state, merging his thoughts between the group and his barmates, the group continues off to the west for the rest of the facility. The group uses Glorious in his overconverted states to scale the gap, walking over the gap as though a bridge leading towards a large cathedral were in front of him. Glorious brings the group across. On the other side of the gap, an angular terminal sits, buzzing deep from within. Mistress utilizes her new static grabber to enlarge a cubic chunk of malleable signal, which swallows up several members. Upon surviving the non-consensual swallowing, the group finds the terminal accessible by utilizing the decompression of the signal.
You didn't have to word it that way.
Yes,
I did. It's just what it says in front of me, Kyle. I'm not making this up.
I don't.
These
check his
auto-generate
words.
as I play.
That makes sense.
Like, I forced a bot to watch 1,000 hours of Don't Trust Me, and this
Huh.
is what he wrote.
Yeah.
Once within the malleable signal chunk, the group opens a door leading to a silhouetted version of Bride's Peak. Several experiments help aid the group in learning the Avatar Storage's inner workings, with only minimal casualties from NPCs ensuing. Before long, rest in peace, Bailey. Before long, a stitched together version of Pelgrass is found, where the group surmises the area to possibly be chunks of different afflicted towns stitched together. Finding an area of familiarity being Glorious Bar Battle, the group stumbles in on almost the entirety of the bar staff, sans Glorious. The group is led upstairs to silhouette versions of themselves, training away, where they're able to merge data and regain their lost cognitive abilities. After conversing with the silhouette version of Caddy and learning her side of the adventure, the group splits to look for Glorious, with Melody and Shadow Colonel heading off in a direction where her name...
Colonel.
I'm just like Silhouette Colonel, but in theory.
Yeah.
In theory.
Where her name was said to have been heard echoing. Discovering the church from Palegrass, inside, Silhouette Glorious fights with an old preacher, where the two figures finally merge, restoring his status, but at an overwhelming price. He collapses and is dragged back to the bar via Shadow Cart Uber. Off to the north, Melody fills Colonel in on the adventure so far. Colonel asks about the information she picked up from Davy's apartment, where she hands in the calendar collected from the homestead.
Fucking idiots.
It's around this point, Colonel arrives back at the bar, informing the group of his departure earlier in the day.
Uh-oh.
Realizing the situation their friend may be in, they split off to look. The pair, which is Melody and Colonel, arrives at a brick-shaped window leading into a small pocket space where two figures are seen. A faint sitting figure being accosted by a heavily distorted one. When called to, the distorted... I use the TWO version of 2 here, I don't know why. When called to, the distorted figure calls to Melody, asking her to fix the radio and find us once again. Around this point, the figure in the back stands up and utters the single word, Freya, causing Melody to dimension door within the space, only to accidentally force herself outside the malleable signal. Hostel then meets up with Colonel, who proceeds to rip apart the calendar. As he's being questioned, Colonel's voice shifts to Hostel's old teacher, causing him to unleash a fiery barrage which sends Colonel's avatar to dissipate. At this point, Hostel rushes towards a familiar forest, through the streets of a forgotten townscape, and up to the door of his old mentor, where the figure expresses his disdain towards Hostel and his attempts at searching for him. He pressures Hostel to put his own goals forward and not to waste time on a figure long wasting away from his actions. He then manages to sync his avatar with Hostel, sending a cascade of information on Airmail's travels towards him. He feels his connection to the gears within him expand as he makes his way back to the group. The group exits the signal chunk to find Melody waiting crestfallenly on the outside, but her plight is cut short as Hostel announces his departure from the mission. As the party remorsefully says their goodbyes, Hostel's backscar illuminates the area behind him, pulling him away in the same manner of X back from New Atlanta.
Oh.
So that's where we're at.
Oh. Anybody want a shrimp? Fell out of my sandwich.
What?
Well, we are missing a shrimp.
Oh!
Is that what Melody says?
I'm chock full of no. Fuck no. That's how Melody.
Hostel disappears and Melody says, well, there goes that fucking shrimp.
I'm glad he's gone.
I'll eat my
You
shrimp.
start
Anyway,
talking.
you guys
in
are
this voice.
essentially sitting outside here. You've run personally, and you just experienced that. All of a sudden, within the span of a few minutes, you've lost another member of your party. What are you doing?
Okay, remind me. We're inside, right?
We are out. You're just outside the avatar storage.
Okay. What is the floor like?
Floor is metallic and dusty right now.
Okay. Melody's like still like on like her hands and knees kind of, and like hasn't really like has like collapsed again after he like walked up. And then I'm gonna like look up to you all and just like tears just like streaming down her face. I haven't asked for a lot, but I need your help. What I saw in there, the person I've been looking for this whole time, he was with, it seemed like he was with Match, and I couldn't get to them. I tried, but they were too far away and they were disappearing. And then I like wrestle and like dig out my radio, and I'm like, but they said that I can get to them with this. I can get to them, and I have to. He didn't look good. Please.
Do you think there's... What, do you think you can get the part that you need if we go back in?
I don't not from there, but he acted like that was the way to get in contact with them again. I have a couple ideas. I can try to call out to them and send them messages, but I don't know if it will work. I don't know where they are. He told me that the radio would help.
Well, look, whatever you need, I'm gonna help you find it, because I know that this is important to you. We've all got our own shit going on, but I'm not gonna lose another person because they decide to go off on their own mission.
It's not something I believe I can do on my own. You don't have to.
We'll go find Bay, and then we'll get back to the main quest.
Who?
You know, Bay. I assume this is like some kind of love interest.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
I thought you were talking about Bailey.
No, he was my friend. In honor of Pride Month, Melody is only gay for this month.
Only.
Or is gay. It's strictly gay this month.
Okay, strictly gay.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, she's been gay this whole time.
She's a whore. She'll be with whoever.
But, okay, we'll go find your platonic Bay. How's that?
There we go.
Thank you. Because I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't know what's going to happen to me if I lose somebody else. No pressure.
Maud at this point has had kind of crouched down next to Melody, to, help comfort her. And then after she finishes, what are you doing?
You have glitter on your lips.
Oh, of course. Well, living in my house, you always do. But yeah, after she's done saying, she says he kind of gets up and goes to the corner for a second, and then turns around and says, you know, it was pretty nice there for a while. Whatever effect that this place is having, whatever the static is doing to us, I mean, it made me a lesser version of myself, but at least it was easier to deal with all this shit. You know, back when I lost Ballista, I kind of just drank myself into a corner for weeks, and I'm not proud of that. But I won't say that it wasn't nice for a while too, to just not have to think about that. And now, I mean, yeah, I'm back to normal, but it's like I have to take the full fucking brunt of everything again.
Stand up and grab Maud's hand.
Okay.
I'm working on your love interest.
Great.
Guys, I'm not getting any more for the plot.
No, watch out,
Just for the
Amber.
plot, the girls
We're
are
the
going
same
away.
age. Don't shake your head.
Well,
Well,
have
we
a
can-
love interest.
we can. Oh, we can all shoulder this together. And I turn to Mistress because she hasn't said anything. What about you?
I'm with this group for the long haul. Whatever you need, you can count on me.
Melody hugs her. And it's head on your chest because she's so short compared
Just
to.
sort of slowly and
Ah!
awkwardly,
Wish my
Okay.
phone worked so I could take a picture.
I should have had you do to Hostel what you did with Spit before he ran off.
Snap?
Melody, I do just kind of punching in from your own memories in the midst of all this conversation as well. Do you remember from that conversation what the distorted figure was saying to you? When he was saying find ourselves, he was referring to their real bodies, not their silhouettes. When he was more specifically, it was find the real us, find us out there. And so
Yeah,
you
'cause
might
any-
realize it might be a little bit more you might have less leads than you think trying to find them the way you want. Or with just the radio rebuilt.
I am going to try to do ascending. I'm going to attempt to first reach out to Merrick. So if you guys want to think about where we're going next, I'm going to sit down and see if I can get a message out. So she starts like strumming her guitar to like a song that they used to play, that she used to play for him, and like strums it for a little bit and hums and pictures his face and then pictures him just saying her name there. And then she says, Merrick, it's me. I don't know where you are, but if you can give me an idea, I will come and find you.
Your words echo, assimilating themselves with the notes as the notes carry past everyone else in the group, often at the distance, often in the ether, but they're no longer heard. And you wait for a reply that you've been waiting for a long time. You've received proof, at least according to the figures in there. He's out there somewhere. But despite this, no voice comes back to your head. As you sit and wait, it becomes more and more clear either he can't or won't respond. Or the message couldn't be delivered worse.
I didn't expect to get a response really, but I felt they would try. I wonder if they're fully trapped in the Silhouette City.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like they were disappearing before I went to them or tried to go to them, but when I tried to move through the space through them, it moved my waking body and pulled me out.
What if we went into the avatar storage and you tried your spell? Or are you too tired to try it?
I can do it one more time. I also thought I could maybe reach out to Match, but I don't know if I know enough about him.
Yeah.
That
You might not be
feels-
able to contact
That
him.
feels more like a dice roll, so to speak.
It's just a roll of the dice, as they say.
The Cardi.
That's a dark rum.
Hurt.
Maybe.
Mistress just pulls a giant liquor bottle.
Mistress is
out.
like, let's get fucked up. She's like, I
She's
don't
like,
know what
"Alright,
these, I don't know
we're
what these
fucking going in
feelings
there
are,
yet?"
but I'm gonna grab them.
I don't see Mistress as a drinker, but you know.
From the spell,
I see
you
her as
would
a classy lady that drinks.
genuinely have to be pretty familiar, at least
Yeah, I think
from
that
your
I do.
knowledge of Meta. From right now, where your current mindset is, and if you know whatever the effects from Cloudman's daggers are, as far as you're aware, you haven't even met him yet. You just know that you know.
I
him.
know of him.
But you, if maybe Maud
Even
cast
though
the spell,
even though I had just,
that could be a possibility.
but he doesn't have sending.
That's
You can do it.
Yeah.
We need to get some like device that holds spell power in this.
Like a spell.
like a stone of some kind.
Or perhaps one of those rings that Artificer can make.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Shame it wasn't Artificer.
Oh shit, he
That'd be really useful.
Yeah, we have no way to communicate
As you guys
outside of
are
the party now.
having this conversation as well around each other,
I think we
you
saw
do
him
still
stuff, we just
see
can't.
Glorious passed out, laying, sprawled out.
Didn't I give him some heals?
Fucking
Oh.
guy.
You
yeah.
healed him, but he's still unconscious, sleeping
Yeah.
essentially through what
Okay.
can only be described as 4 days of
Of
exhaustion.
exhaustion.
Well, I mean,
I'm definitely not strong enough to lift him. Well,
I
you
definitely,
and I together could probably lift him.
I definitely don't want to
I know, I'm
just
pretty strong.
leave him, and I don't know how easily we could transport him.
Should we just camp, like,
Maybe-
go into
yeah.
the avatar storage and barricade it and then stay there overnight?
Maybe. I mean,
I mean, I'm pretty
do we just
fucking
stay here with
slammed.
him?
I mean, we could, like, just drag his body in there.
I guess.
Like, lift it gently. Yeah.
You can try.
Anyone against camping out? Do we? What time of the day is it?
It's as how much time you kind of paddle around their town inside this silhouette storage, getting all the way across here. It's getting around like close to 8 or 9 p.m.
Oh fuck yeah, let's sleep.
It's getting late in the day.
It's sleepy time.
If need be, we can cast Private Sanctum to protect us as well.
That would be awesome.
Just in case.
You also still have the
Yeah.
Mobile fortress.
Oh,
We
that
can put our
fucking thing.
fortress.
Yes.
The
You
mobile
need to tell
fortress
me
that
what all you
looks
got.
so
Last time.
oh shit, yeah.
So I can transfer
Well,
all of
you-
our
In
shit.
theory, you gave everything away, right?
Yeah.
That's
I was
what
gonna
you said.
say, I hope so.
You want to like send, like, say you
Well,
list the
I've-
items
I've-
you have, just so people can add it to their inventories and whatever order they want.
Here, I've
At the
got.
end of last session, a naked gnome wanders off.
His
I
ass
have-
glistening in the breeze.
Is your
Star Wars.
inventory up to date, Dante?
I don't have the tower in it, but it should be everything else.
Mom's holding this like toddler's
Andrew, can
chainmail.
you
It's
send
like,
me
what do I do with
the
this?
Can you send me the tower information? I right now I
You should
have
be able
his.
to look it up in 5e tools.
Okay, hold on.
But if you
There's your
need
answer.
to,
Look
yeah.
it up.
It's
Oh,
a
just
mobile
tell-
fortress.
Okay, I didn't know if it was something you made
I
up.
think that's what it is. No, let me see. Iron Fortress.
I feel like it's gotta have some stupid.
Looks like a
name
really
on
good
it.
sandwich.
It's Darren's Instant Fortress.
Yeah.
There it is.
No, looks like a really good sandwich.
It is, yeah.
Thanks, Darren.
Darren. Okay.
I haven't had Quiznos in a long time.
I can,
It's the chicken carbonara sandwich.
What is it an item?
That's my favorite thing to get.
yeah.
Nice.
It's a wonder sign. Magical.
I used to work really close to one, so.
Dope. I will input that into my inventory, and then I'll just keep hostels open, and as we go through, we can like swap stuff.
I'll just post his inventory in the chat.
Okay, well I was gonna say I
If
have
you guys
like
want to divvy it, or if you want to.
I have it, so we can just divvy it up
Okay.
when we're not
Post
like
his
in the middle of
inventory,
things.
his browser history.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, no.
Blast his cash.
You literally left everything behind.
Probably not. Like,
I feel
The
there's
cigarette
something
case.
hostile would have taken with him as well. Is this talisman? Because that was
Yeah.
something.
Didn't you also take the
staff.
the staff and the snipstone?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Right,
I
back into
assume like the Tasty Bears
You left the tasty bears.
Yeah.
More tasty
Would-
bears.
I would
be
say
here.
on that list, I would have left everything.
He would have had one tasty bear
except
left, I think.
One of the beast control devices and my talisman.
So but you did take the stone and all that.
Yeah.
That's not right on there.
Yeah.
That's
I would have kept like all my equipped.
Cardamom? What's that?
I
That's
don't
right.
even remember.
Is it the dead man's blouse?
No.
I have the dead man.
Cardamom. You named a creature cardamom, didn't
No,
you?
I just took some cardamom
Oh.
from somewhere.
Uh,
Bird is the creature I had at one point.
What's
but it's
that?
You
probably
should
dead.
still have had it. In theory, you took it with you.
I would have been like, does it
Unless it's just sitting here, just floating and
I probably
flying.
would have just kind of like held it out to somebody and been like,
Okay, I've got
this
the
is your
fortress.
phone now.
Yeah, let's go into the avatar
guys eat
storage
well
so we can
tonight.
have the extra door, and then we can put up the fortress and go inside.
Let's go into the airbender
And then you can
storage.
also cast your
I don't think we'll need mine.
with the fortress. I didn't actually read it.
So you going into the avatar storage and
Yeah.
then Darren's mobile fortress?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, 2 layers. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, has the mobile
Yeah, we'll
fortress
go
been
in.
affected by the voice? Is there a silhouette version of it?
No, it doesn't have
It's
two
like
functional
two
ones from
houses.
Yushataro stabbing into it. So you do have nice little 2 little bullet holes in the side of it from the tusk marks from you.
Just take whatever this guy is.
Okay, so is that what you guys are
Cruiser.
currently doing? Going in and
It's a maple
Yeah.
sound.
okay, you activate the static grabber, you go inside, and you guys are all getting kind of comfortable around this this kind of bleak white ground. Yeah, you have these metal walls around you. You're so far from home, and it's as you stare at this just completely alien background. It's very disconcerting, but you know the sleep is what is gonna help you guys survive. Getting Glorious back up is priority, and all you can do now is just abide. But you've taken the measures in your hands to gain some semblance of safety. So, does anyone do anything before they tuck her off for the evening?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I should do it or no?
Do what?
Do
Oh, I mean, do we feel like we're in immediate danger?
If you go to bed, you'll lose those points. You
Which
rush
point?
into this right before you take a Lawrence.
No, I'm talking
Oh, what are you
to
doing?
Ember about something else.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
No.
do your song.
No. I mean, I
Just
was
leave
thinking
you
about
to
doing
sleep.
this just because it's sappy, but
You can do whatever you want. Anyway,
I think it'll be fine.
I think we'll probably be fine.
did you say you were doing something, Kayla?
No.
No. Mistress, as you're kind of buckling down, you start this kind of, I'd say for you maybe just kind of like a habitual kind of look over your studies and your spells, make sure everything's in order. You're working with a new book here and you're still not entirely comfortable with the feel of it, but you've got traps before. It's just mandatory upkeeping. Everything is, the things are starting to gain sentimental value. So that's kind of a nice change of pace. As you thumb through some of the pages here, you look and you spot your new spell that you would gain back from Luau, back in New Atlanta. Your ability to summon these otherworldly creatures, of which don't quite even pair up from your area here. And you've seen its ability in combat here, and you think of how Luau fared in her journeys during this time. Make a quick perception check for me.
Just mistress.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
mistress.
I don't know why I have to keep checking to know that my perception is 1 plus 1.
Well, never hurts.
Some people switch through characters a lot, so you never know.
Like the little mental thing. My perception's plus 1, right? Better go check. Every single time. That's gonna be a 4.
Classic. Solid.
4.
Yeah.
Oh, mistress.
Okay. As you begin thumbing through this area here and you don't notice anything in particular out of order, so you put the book down and you begin to kind of tucker off, trying to make yourself comfortable. And something in the distance kind of makes itself apparent. It's always been very kind of silent or white noisy, at least in the distance in this area here, but you hear water droplets. Like the sound of a faucet barely left on.
The water we came to earlier was still, right?
What do you mean?
Like, we came to like
Yeah. The water wasn't running, it was like it was a snapshot.
Mistress is gonna try to figure out the direction of this noise.
Make another perception check. This is something entirely different from what I'm trying to get you to notice.
That's another 4.
As you
Wow.
begin trying to pay attention to where the noise is coming from, it just seems like an overarching echo of droplet. You think you're pinning on which direction it is, but then, oh shit, maybe not. You kind of turn your head the other way. You like having this weird little episode here of trying to like pinpoint like a cat with its ears going back and forth. I can't exactly pin down where it's coming from.
Mistress will like look to the others and see if they seem to be noticing this noise as well.
Okay, you guys make perception checks if you would like.
This is after we're asleep.
Are you guys already asleep at this point, you think? Or
I mean,
It depends on
this
how
is like
quick.
right before Mistress was getting ready to go.
Oh, they're probably
not
not.
good. Not good. Not good.
that is a 19.
19.
11 for me, but that's fine.
Cinnamon.
Melody's scribbling in her notebook.
What'd you get, Melody?
11. I'm scribbling in my. I'm like writing
Ooh.
a song.
21.
21.
Ooh.
21, 19, and even 11.
My highest of them.
As you guys are sitting here just kind of passively in the area as Mistress, do you ask them about anything? Or?
No, she'll like just without saying anything, look at the others to see like if they seem to have noticed a new sound,
Okay,
like,
so.
and then we'll decide whether or not to bring it up.
Okay. You, as everyone seems kind of pretty alert, kind of trying to deal with their new environment here. Nobody is reacting to anything out of the ordinary.
Are we in
Even with
the
as high of checks as they got.
bar area or in like the empty room before that?
You probably wouldn't have room to set this up in the bar. Maybe outside on the street.
Mistress will probably step into the bar then.
So you leave Dance Fortress and get out?
Yeah, she'll just say, I'll be right back. I'm going to check on something.
Oh, okay. Do you need help?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
I-
we're here if you need anything.
Yeah, if I run into trouble, I'll call out.
Okay. I've got a big pile bunker. It can hit things real good.
I can hit things real good.
You exit the fortress and you walk out into this area here, and as you shut the door to the fortress behind, which is arcane locked, so you probably have to ask someone else to open it when you get back.
Fucker.
I can knock.
You throw the door shut, and you don't hear it slam. It's muffled, like it's being, like you're hearing it through a medium, like you're hearing it through water, which is odd. Maybe that's just the static though. You look back and you go towards the bar area, you're still looking for this drop noise, but the droplet is sounding deeper and deeper as you continue forward. You walk into the bar area, and as you go ahead and look around at the silhouetted area around you, you notice just vaguely everything that was black and white is now just ever so blue. Like you're sitting at the bottom of a shallow pool and you can see the light above you. It's just very blue.
Mistress is going to take a deep breath.
As you take a breath, you begin to
Mistress is going to stop taking a deep breath.
and all of a sudden it feels like, why is the air so thick? Where am I? What is happening? This is almost like kind of dealing with sense of like a panic attack, but you're feeling it. You don't deal with it. You're very composed. This is new. This is bizarre. Something is going on. And you're in this area here. One more perception check for me.
Okay. That's
And
going to be a 9.
if you can, after that, give me a wisdom saving throw.
That one is going to be a 14 for the wisdom saving throw.
14.
9 for the perception check.
As you're looking around, you don't necessarily, but you hear kind of the droplets happening in multiple areas now, all over the place, as it becomes less droplets and more of just a stream pouring downward. It's like the faint, like a tub's filling up. And as you're experiencing this, your mind kind of flinches a bit. You're trying to snap yourself out of this, trying not to be trapped in whatever weird fog you seem to find yourself in. When it finally hits you, this isn't you. Because you make the connection with the world around you as the bar tops of this silhouette bar begin to distort and travel like paint touching a wet surface. Traveling down a surface, and it's like the room around you begins to melt. Where the solid objects were before become bubbles that float upwards and convulse. Pieces of the bottles that were sitting calmly against their stationery are now floating in the air, rippling like floating bubbles. All around you this is happening, and you feel yourself getting deeper. You feel it getting darker around you, like you're going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
Mistress is going to attempt to make her way back to the fortress.
As you turn around, the door where you opened it before is but a floating bubble. And it's darker than the rest of them all. It's almost pitch black. This bubble where the door was, you can still see the features of it, but as it ripples, this piece of the ocean is far deeper than the rest of it.
Mistress will reach a hand through.
As you put your hand into this amalgamation here, you then begin to hear it. I finally found you. Your guards are down, and now I must approve of the toys in which you meddle. feel your spell book leave your pocket.
Mistress will reach out. Like, this is the first like moment of panic that
Yeah.
Mistress has had.
As you grab for it here, you're not unable to tell which is the bubble, your book or your hand. As you make contact, it's like putting your hand through a soapy film as it floats into the air. You reach over and over and try to grasp for it. Make one more wisdom saving throw.
7.
7. As you start reaching for it here, you feel almost a semblance of tears in your eyes as this futility floats over you. You see your book open up.
As loud as she can, Mistress will scream.
What are you screaming?
Just a shriek. Like she's just wanting to make the loudest decibel noise she can in this moment.
Your lungs begin to ache as you finally suck in this air. From the gasp as it escapes out into its last little breath of bubble, you're finally suspended here. Your book opens up and a single word strides out from it. Where did you get this magic? It smells used and defiled. Speak, I allow you to speak now. And then your breath comes back just for an instant.
I get my power from the Legion.
You lie! This power is not of yours. It is bred from my domain. As the letter comes close to you, you see what spell it is. It's your Sovereign Aberration spell that you got from Lua. Where did you get this?
I learned this spell from a rogue element, Lua.
The woman whose crystals shroud their soul. My previous acolyte. Of course, you were gifted the magics without the permissions. Yet I'm surprised. One such as you without the training is able to learn my arts. You must be bright for being so shallow.
I take some pride in my intellect.
Your pride has allowed you to meddle in the deep. But for now, these toys are deeper than you can reach. I will be retracting this order from you. Unless... During this time, the bubble begins to expand. It slowly starts to get close to you, almost covering you. Rest your face within the abyss if you wish to learn more of what is not available in the puddles.
Mistress will lean in.
You bring it in. Your previous feeling of being underwater is immediately encompassed by pressure. Where you were once in the deep end of a pool, you are now at the bottom of a deep trench. The sides of your head ache. You feel your body convulse as tons of pressure is laid upon you here, and you look far into this darkness. You see two pieces of darkness just slightly, somehow, impossibly darker than the rest, like a pair of hollow eyes staring at you. Do my gifts interest you?
This is... something I can't learn through the Legion?
My gifts are not of the common soul. You'll need to traverse just a bit deeper. Make a Constitution saving throw. Fast.
She's diving.
8.
God.
You feel
Amazing.
a sharp pain from your right arm as almost like impossible to how physics should work. It begins to twist like a noodle. You feel it. Spaghettification. As your arm begins to writhe in this impossible bend to the distance, you feel tremendous pain. But it's not necessarily from your arm, it's just from your overall existence in this space. Do you feel the pain before you?
Yes.
Now that you have dipped your toes, allow yourself to think. Make yourself an intelligence saving throw.
Jesus Christ. 13.
13?
Because I have a +9.
Sure enough.
Oh my God.
Sure enough, and as you sit here, in spite of the sensory information that's going on around you, close your mind and you picture your knowledge around you here, and suddenly there's an area where your knowledge didn't delve that's slightly there before, like a river leading off from the pond that you've spent your day in, a path further on. And suddenly you see yourself there like this. You see yourself standing at the foot of this river. What do you do?
I turn toward the branch leading off.
You go down. You begin stepping into the water and traversing down this shallow with these dark trees around you. And as you look around, every time you blink, you notice I'm no longer walking straight. I'm walking down a precipice. I'm walking straight down, and the trees around me are still facing up how they should be. I'm walking further and further down, and the further you walk, the further your mind illuminates. Make another Constitution saving throw.
5.
5. You want to scream, but it's so far down. You can't even hear yourself think. The path I lead goes down forever. The path you lead walks from side to side. There are limits to your borders, left to right. But the borders I offer extend as far as you're willing to dive.
And what do you want?
My previous acolytes betrayed me, stole from what I granted. She was a genius. All that were upon me were geniuses. Special, talented, one of a kind. And yet they didn't work. So, I feel like starting over and taking back what's mine. One more Constitution saving throw.
17.
17 this time.
Thank God.
As you take a massive step forward here at the sound of this new path opening, you feel your arms. You gain control of them back, and suddenly it's not so thick, the precipice you're in. Your stride goes from a walk to the wade to striding through at a pace, and each step you take, the water goes further up. You're walking into the depths, going downhill. You're up to your neck. Do you say or do anything?
Yes. All right. I'll reclaim this knowledge for you.
I thought you were a curious one. My prospects are shrouded in failure. Prove me wrong, will you? Your head dips down. A skeletal hand rushes at you and grips you. And then the face of the dark skull that was there before you blasts in front of your face as the mouth opens, as if to swallow you whole. To further this power, reach the Wrath Garden on the verdant limb of the city holiest. Do so in the name of Tersay of the Deep. And suddenly, you snap out of it.
Is this another non-consensual swallowing?
You think.
Every swallowing is non.
You look down at your arms, feeling the pain still slightly reverberating. The area is still black and white once again, but now something slightly different. As you maintain the power that is your natural Sojin, you feel it not coming from deep within you. It's flowing from somewhere just slightly deeper. As you look down, in your veins running across your arms are almost iridescently blue. Welcome to the world of the Warlock, my friend.
Nice.
And now you have some real edgy eyeliner, or so I heard. I heard that comes with your pact.
Does it? That's pretty great.
All this
I don't
seems
know,
to
I
have
just
happened,
think
like,
Warlocks
you don't
are,
necessarily
like,
know how much time has
little
passed since
edgy.
all of this has happened. But you're still in the bar here and nobody's coming after you. What are you doing?
Tersay, Tersay, Tersay.
Who?
Mistress
God
will,
knows that was the last time.
Take a deep breath.
You're able to bring in the stale and almost artificial air, but it's air, and it feels like it's slightly not enough. Like,
Oh no. Mistress has asthma now.
man, it really feels human to breathe, doesn't it?
What?
There's something just slightly off about you. But it doesn't feel bad. You feel awakened, if anything. You feel like there's a bigger world slightly in front of you now. And you have at least a semblance of a lead. Reach the Wrath Garden on the verdant limb of the holiest of cities.
Holiest of cities.
Wait.
One moment.
Anyone who's played the mini session we had would know
Tersay's
about this.
Tersay's
Yeah,
a
were you in the
little
mini session?
fun,
re-
fun bloke.
That we had?
Reach the Wrath Garden on
Okay.
the verdant limb.
The Wrath Garden on the verdant limb.
Of the holiest.
Of the holiest
You like
of
my little
cities.
kickstand, don't you? It's like my little fidget. No, I don't think so. I actually don't like this case very much because, like,
What?
How do you
I
spell
don't know why, but like,
Tersay?
like
Um,
ever since like, I had
T-E-R-S
the
and
back
then
of my
E
house
with a
it
little
feels-
with a
feels,
little
like,
tilde
really-
over it.
Like it's got like grease in it.
Or like the accent thing.
I do, yeah. It's a nice little kickstand. Do you right there?
I have put that in my journal section here. Tersay's instruction: reach the Wrath Garden on the verdant limb of the holiest of cities.
Would we know
Is that-
what is referenced by the holiest of cities?
Is that the Mushlight Lake?
If you don't.
Is
What?
that Mushlight Lake?
Bushlight Lake.
Andrew, what city are we in right now?
You guys are in Brights Peak,
Yeah.
or the RWI facility.
I don't think
underneath
Brights Peak would be the holiest.
I mean, unless you know meta-wise, you'd have to roll a religion check in order to tell.
Yeah, she'll do her best.
Either a religion
So
or
it's not-
a religion or a history.
So it's not like in
She's
our
got a
world.
good religion modifier.
Okay, cool.
So it's not like in our
It's the
world where
same
we
as
would
her
hear.
history modifier. That's gonna be a 17.
17.
I've
As you're
yet to roll higher than a 10 on the die.
I recommend.
Jesus.
as you're
Something
pondering
else.
here what this could possibly mean, you think back to your earlier adventures relatively recently, and then your studyings of the events of dealing with cities with any sort of religious purpose. And sure enough, only one of them really makes sense to that description. The holy city of Jonas, the satellite city. It also makes sense as well. The satellite city is made up of 8 limbs or arms that make the different provinces.
Be the verdant limb.
And somewhere within that is a place called Rathgarden.
Rathgarden.
Mistress will return to the fortress.
Okay. As you walk back in, everyone here that's still awake, it's essentially like Mistress walked out, came back in 10 seconds later.
Like, oh.
How was your pee?
I was about to say that.
Something very strange happens to me.
What do you mean?
Mistress will relate to the party her entire experience.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, even showing her the veins and all that as well.
Yeah, she'll attempt
Glows
to
the veins. Okay, I'm ready for it.
like dip into that power and cast Unseen Servant. And
Is it glowing blue?
Okay. As you cast the Unseen Servant here, sure enough, as you pull that out, you have the spells ingrained in your book, but as it pulls, using your generated magic as well, it feels like you're essentially conducting like a bubble into a shape as you do this, which wasn't before. Everything was very ingrained and to the books and very artificial the way you cast your magic before. This isn't. You feel it, and it feels exciting. You could almost say it feels fascinating.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
And then your servant's there.
well, yeah, and so the reason I picked that one is because that's one of her new warlock
Oh,
spells.
okay. Oh, you
Yeah.
get okay.
She did not have Unseen
You didn't have
Warlock
this before, and so essentially you
So,
feel
yeah.
okay. I thought you had it before. Okay, so if I get
No,
more
no.
flavor to that, you feel a presence looming around you here. Essentially, like the arms of waves undulating around you, and you feel like you could command them if you wanted to, but you look around, you can't see it.
Yeah, and Mistress, as she's casting this, is going to look to see if the blue veins pop.
As you look around at your arms here, they glow this bright blue, like the power is just emanating from your blood.
Well, that's neat.
So yeah, you guys essentially
That's
have like
neat.
someone connected with Luau, essentially, tried to reclaim their spells, but then took a risk, and
Who is
my
it?
cousin was trying to FaceTime me.
Devin?
I haven't talked to her in months. That was bizarre. I'll
Huh.
get back to her later. Anyway. So yeah, that's the scenario that you see in front of you here. Bro, what are you doing?
Maybe it's an emergency.
There's no way a FaceTime call is going to be an emergency.
I don't know, man. It's the 21st century.
Anyway,
Um,
if I get another one, I'll answer it.
yeah.
Should I like come to the bar?
That's probably what it is.
What do you know
We're just
what
gonna ask about the
triggered this whole episode? If anything?
You do mention somewhere at the very beginning of this that conversation. You said, "I finally found you." Like he was looking for you, and for some reason now you were visible.
It seems like
Give me one second.
this Terce has been looking for me.
Do you think you don't know what a group full of people looks like?
Do you even know what it isn't?
Okay, I really want to donut,
I'm
but
also-
I can't reach it
Oh,
when
hi!
I have a baby. Layla,
Anyway.
can I have help?
I'll call you.
Behold.
I'll call you right back.
Thank
I'm
you.
actually recording this, so that's why I'm denying it. I'll call you right back. Sorry,
Right
she's
back
gonna
in
keep
3
calling
hours.
me. They're at the bar, clearly.
Yeah.
He said that he had been looking for me, and he specifically called out one of the spells. One that I believe I learned from Lua.
Well, that would make sense. What with the glowing blue and the, yeah, that tracks.
So do you trust this entity?
Absolutely not.
No, but I mean you.
It seems pretty far from the virtual world.
But you agreed to try to obtain this power for it.
This is an existence outside anything I've learned of with the Legion. I need to know more.
I mean, I can support the curiosity, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying this from a perspective of someone who, wants the best for somebody who's, learning in the name of the Legion, because I'm not the most devoted, but I.
You're saying that around Mistress.
Yeah, but yeah, just for your own sake. I mean, we know what Lua's whole deal is, or at least how she is on the surface, and I mean, I personally don't want to see you becoming that.
I do not intend to become like Lua.
I mean,
However, I feel certain risks need to be taken for the rewards they offer.
I know you don't intend to become like Lua, but let's hope that intent is enough in this case.
Well, Mistress has something that Lua doesn't
What's that?
have. Us.
Conscience.
Do you have a conscience?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's been coming. It's been growing.
Oh, okay.
Mistress,
It's there.
Mistress has a soft spot for children.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, they're easily
Those need to age down.
they're easily indoctrinated.
Exactly.
Okay, so Mistress has two things Lua doesn't have.
Friends.
And a conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
but the way they think about it is we don't know what Lua was like before she is the way
True.
she is now. I just hope you haven't set yourself down a path to
Well, we'll figure it out.
this corruption that you can't stop.
from there, unless anyone else wants something to do tonight, we're probably gonna go take a nap.
Oh, snooze.
And wake
Sick
up
nap.
around, maybe 6 or 7 in the morning.
Nice.
Just based on the time it is.
We can reset our shit.
Yeah.
Time for a snoozle.
Alright.
And have all your new stuff.
And sure enough, by the time you guys wake up, Glorious is already up.
We're cooler.
I run up and hug him.
And is sitting just kind of like back against the edge of the fortress here, and you just run up and
Look
throw his
at all
arms
these.
around you.
Hey, man.
You hear this light.
Aw.
Oh, I squeezed too hard.
Oh, no,
You know you, Ember. You're really buff.
I mean, I did carry him.
You could have easily squeezed harder. No, don't let me give you hell. You're a gem. How's everyone doing?
Oh, wait, he was asleep when Hostel left, right?
I'm doing a lot better now
Oh.
that you're back to normal.
Oh, dude.
I mean, how do you feel?
I feel like shit. I feel like I could sleep for a whole weekend and still not feel good. But my mind feels nice. Well, it doesn't, but it doesn't. There's no clouds anymore.
Feel more like yourself.
Yeah,
That's good.
I do.
Do you remember anything over the past few days?
Yeah, I mean, I remember almost everything. I just when I passed out is all. Why? Well, I normally forget something.
No.
Anyway,
Just we saw some weird shit in there, so.
where are we right now? We're still in the. He pats the ground here. We're still in the city.
Yeah, we're in our box.
Oh, cool.
Glorious,
Inside the
there's
Avatar storage.
Something you should know.
Should we get Hostel back before you say that?
That we should.
Is he keeping watch right now? What's going on?
We actually need to talk to you about that. When
Oh my God.
when he was, or when you were asleep, he had interacted with something from his past that he needed to pursue, and we've parted ways temporarily.
Are you telling me we're on the verge of saving however many lives these people are fucking with right now? He abandoned us?
I mean, I don't think he was abandoning us. I think.
What do you call it then?
I think he got a lead on something that's very important to him.
I mean, I'm kind of with I gotta say, I'm kind of with Glorious here. This is...
Nat 20.
Oh no!
His fist goes through the fortress.
Oh my god! No!
I really thought it was about to be my and I'm really glad
Did
it
it like
wasn't.
punch you?
A Melody
Do you have any idea what we're sacrificing being here?
Melody starts sobbing.
I immediately get up and like back away.
Yeah.
Mistress will put her hand on Glorious's shoulder.
Couldn't have at least waited until I was awake to abandon me? What a fucking coward! When abandons are squatted, it doesn't at least have the balls to tell someone about it! It had to have been really important, right? Had to have been so fucking important that our lives didn't matter, huh? I'm really afraid, you guys. I don't know what situation this is, and I'm panicking. Sorry. As he pulls his sliced up arm slowly out of the fortress. Just kind of lays it down on his shoulder, and he regains his composure and looks up. How many people do I have to keep losing in this stupid place?
Well, he's not gone forever.
You're right. No, you're right. We're gonna get everyone back. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, I can't speak for everyone else. I don't know what's going on in their head, but
No, it's...
I
If I had something that important to me now, I'd do it, which is why I'm here. There's something that important to me, and so I'm pursuing it, and there's clearly something important to him. I don't know the guy enough. I've known you guys so little. I have no room to judge why. What's your...
You're still valid. Your feelings are still valid. You're allowed to be hurt.
I just... It's my chance to be a leader and do it right, and I keep losing people.
Speaking of something important to you, Glorious,
What's up, friend?
I think that there may be a way to help Caddy.
You think so?
I'd like to try to get her body into here, and then to bring Caddy to her body.
That's fine. I can help do that. It's quite a walk, though.
Whatever we wind up doing here, I worry that if we deactivate the voice, we won't have the chance to try this.
I agree that if we're gonna do this, then that needs to be our next step, because this may be our only chance. We don't know what's going to happen to whatever you want to call that silhouette world after we throw that switch.
Can I see that little robot of yours?
Hi. I was recounting the countless years of life I had been living.
Oh, that sounds.
So much darkness. How's everyone doing?
Hey, you take commands, right? How do the Grey Coats get around this place so fucking fast? I don't think we're gonna get the time to keep walking back and forth around this place if things keep getting worse.
Well, I think I mentioned something similar to this earlier. The malleable signals that these devices can manipulate. They can be contracted and uncompressed at any time. And as long as there's a place to link the signal onto, well, you can, in theory, sit inside of one, compress it, and appear somewhere else.
What does that mean?
Well, let me think. Let's say you sit inside of a suitcase in an airport somewhere because you're trying to escape some some human traffickers or something.
Oh,
Just an example.
sure.
Anyway,
Lightweight.
they put you in the suitcase. They put you in an airplane, and then you get out of the suitcase somewhere else.
So what's the suitcase?
The suitcase is the malleable signals.
How do we get inside of a signal?
We're inside one right now.
The whole place is a signal?
So what we need to do is find another exit point.
We need to find one of these signals that can be picked up, right? You said this one here doesn't move, right?
Yeah, there are two types of signals. There's the fixed and the dynamics. But honestly, most of the dynamics stay relatively close to the doorway when the power system is booted back up. So maybe we'll have to do a little bit of walking if you want to make some distance.
Okay.
Well, this might be a good time for us to like have breakfast real quick,
I like breakfast.
get a recoup, and I think we still have some jerky.
Jerky. Some corn nuts.
Corn nuts.
Now that we've had a
Some
long
tasty
rest,
bears.
we've had this conversation, let's take a short rest.
Mostly, I have something that I would like to do.
Is Glorious's arm like bleeding?
Yeah.
Approximately
Stuff.
10
Can
minutes.
Glorious, can I just bandage you up real quick?
Yes, it does.
What?
Your arm.
Oh! Would you look at that?
Yeah.
Oh god, sure.
Do you want me to make a medicine check?
Okay.
I don't have like anything
If
like
you have any
no-
bandages on your medicine kit, you can do
No, I'm just proficient.
that. Okay.
18?
Yeah, sure enough, if you take some, rip off some of your pants and whatnot, at least get it sterilized enough with some of the ingredients you have on to at least make sure it won't get infected. Stops the bleeding after a second or so.
I mean,
Ember's slowly like ripping her pants into shorts.
I mean,
To
Hey,
heal
your
her
boys,
friends.
it's getting real hot in here all of a sudden.
would you like
She's
some?
got, you notice she's got the craziest leg tattoo.
She hasn't shaved in like a month.
Oh my god.
Maybe she doesn't have to. I was thinking
It
like.
just sizzles off.
Well, how long have we been on the road?
At least a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's starting to
A
get
while.
stubble, like she waxes.
It's almost
just
3
like-
weeks at this point.
Would you like some mayonnaise, my dude?
I mean, I have layers too.
I know, but
Sure.
He's like,
You're offering.
yeah. I'll give. I mean, I don't know what his HP's
Touch
like.
me, I'll put you.
Yeah, he has about 5 HP.
Five?
loss from that.
Okay, I'll give him 5
He
layers.
only has
5
5
points
HP.
later.
That's
No,
his
yeah.
max.
Okay, so yeah, you max him out there, and sure enough, his
Rub your hand
arm
on
is
his
bondaged
chest.
and fully healed now.
Yeah.
You essentially just caught. You essentially just kind of like just,
I'm sorry.
that was too.
Sorry.
you essentially just kind of one-upped Ember in front of her.
I just
Hey, I stopped the bleeding. I don't
Put
care.
It took her like 6 minutes to do this, and you were like,
I mean,
Not all of us have that kind of magic mod.
well,
You
I
could
got-
cauterize the wound.
I didn't even say anything. Why are you being like?
"Why are you talking?
Yeah,
You're such a
I didn't say anything.
I just want to do one thing that's just what I do, and then no one has to
Okay.
like one up me.
Well, the next. I mean, none of
You
us
know,
can
like,
cast.
I'm sorry
whenever
that-
I'm
I'm
in this
sorry that he's
situation, I just gotta
invalidating
start
you,
kissing,
Mark.
but it's fine.
You know, none of us
Kissing?
can
Yeah,
cast.
I agree.
Oh,
Spit.
God.
Come here, Spit.
Oh, we get kisses.
You should just.
We looked him up.
just
turning
to
into
him.
melody.
Lots of gears
Screaming.
whirring. Jesus Christ. Ember, that's not true. None of us can throw a big ass fireball.
That's true. The only
I-
fireballs that we
Mitch doesn't
can.
have fireball.
Okay.
And I
No.
can definitely throw a fireball, but it just makes a
Haven't we
big
talked
mess.
about using them in tandem before?
Well, we've discussed quite a few things like that. Let's see, there was one where it was like
You're not even the only
flame wall
Ah,
and the mage hand shoving.
I'll put this up if you do this. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, if we're having breakfast, I do actually have something I want to do that will. It's. I
Oh, it
would.
doesn't call for silly music?
No, I would play the I would play the track, but I don't want us to get flagged. So I will do it with that. Okay, so
Today is gonna be
shut up,
Today's
Kyle.
gonna be today.
Okay, so yeah, so as we're like passing out our food, Melody will like get on her guitar. Okay, just pale grass to Bright's Peak, Spit sure loves its pizza man, but not in the way that I love all of you. Well, holy moly, me oh my, you're all the apples of my eye. Gang, I've never loved anyone like you. Man, oh man, you're my best friends. I scream it to the nothingness. There ain't nothing else that I need. Well, holy shit, bacon ribs, Indies double, biscuit beers. Praise the voice, ain't nothing pleases me more than you. Oh, home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. I followed you into the gauntlet, through the static, through the darkness. I never loved anyone like you. Chasm apes and blistering mirrors, alleyways and bloody messages. I've been everywhere with you. Laughing till we think we'll die, setting Fuzzy's face on fire. Never could be more chaotic than with you. And in the streets we run a free, we fucking killed Naughty. Man, I bet we're something to see.
You killed who?
Oh, home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
No, I was just gonna play the Madame music, but that's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
For the
Thanks for
record,
damn it, boy.
for the record, it was not my choice to kill Naughty. I vouched against it.
No, that was me.
He
My-
was the one that finished him off.
I was very upset. He tried to hurt Colonel, and he did hurt Colonel.
Theory, Cost will hurt Colonel too, but not the right Colonel.
Oh.
Mon's very embarrassed by the song,
Oh.
but he says that's really sweet. That's nice.
Base
I really like
Colonel
your
off
song.
the full.
How many do we get?
It is 13.
Holy shit.
13 temp hit points.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you leveling up. Cool. Now it's harder to kill for me. Great. I'll give Glorious some head.
While we're also, like, after Melody does that, or even maybe while she's, like, singing her song, Ember's going through her scroll book, her spell book, and, like, preparing her spells and whatnot for the day.
Ooh.
And, she's like, oh, guys, I also have something that maybe we can use, eventually. I don't think we're gonna need it here, but, I can teleport us now, as long as I know, like, the emblem of where we're going. So, that might be useful.
Do you have level what spell is this?
Teleportation, circle.
circle. Okay.
Not teleport.
Yeah. Pretty useful if we need to get out. Guess we can throw away that doorknob now, right?
Actually, it's 14 now.
Oh, really? For 10 hit points?
Yeah, I didn't level it up from 9,
Oh, I
so
just
it's
got it.
14.
We're not throwing away the doorknob.
Any chance I can have you apply that to Mistress?
That doorknob might come in handy.
Jaw.
Okay, so waking up in the morning, what are you guys deciding to do now? You have multiple options ahead of you. You understand at least a little bit about the Avatar storage now. There's of course more storage. You also have the door and a means to manipulate it. Spit mentioned that dynamic valuable signals can be found there if you want traveling with at least a little bit more ease. Also, getting through the door is your main priority in this. You have Melody's request with her radio. There's many different options you can do. There's also still other places here that you haven't been to yet, such as the Psi and the Zeta Wing.
I think our first order of business should be finding one of those dynamic signals.
Yeah.
That way we can use that to travel.
Yeah, that's. I mean, for one, we can get helping Caddy or trying to help Caddy off our list.
Yeah.
For two, that'll make everything else quicker. More quick.
More quickums. Quickums.
Sounds like a professor at Hogwarts.
Professor
Quickums.
Okay.
Did we know specifically where those were, or just a general area of where to look for them?
They generally gravitated towards the door themselves, so in theory, we can just go there and grab one of them.
Alright.
But then again, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like perfect. I'm not gonna fuck you here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Also, I shouldn't be out. Oh.
Just
That's
say
kind of the general direction of the door.
Yeah, you have that. You have also those 3 drives that you could always decipher while you're at the door of that tower. There's just different things you can do. Don't feel like you're railroader. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. Okay. Alright, so you guys heading off?
Yeah.
Okay. Departing from the Avatar storage, you guys resuck.
Resuck.
You decompress the malleable signal that was
Hell yeah,
attached
we
to the
resuck.
Avatar storage, and you have the gap to get across once again.
Mind the gap.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Glorious can't see the bridge.
Oh
Fuck.
no.
This place looks a lot different from when I came here the first time. Not gonna lie.
Yes.
I assume this is how it's supposed to look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what we've all been seeing.
Well, good thing my harpoon's still across the bridge here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
It's true.
I should've. Yeah.
Let's crawl.
Oh, wait, I have a
You think for this
Stop, I'm
harpoon,
sorry.
that is still.
Trying to meta you.
That does bring up a good question though. When Spit disappears, does the harpoon also disappear?
Yeah, it would. It's
Yeah.
attached to him unless he severs it.
Okay.
So he just fired
But
it.
he could harpoon it again.
Yeah.
I could also take one person and dimension door across, but that's not gonna help everyone.
No.
Just run! They can't get us now!
Spit. Harpoon.
Without hesitation, just shoot straight to your shit.
Does it come out of his ass?
Well,
Because
keep
that was
points.
his chest.
Like
Oh yeah,
pooping.
okay, so Fist goes,
Ah!
and then it just
I hate it so much.
Spit's the best.
Okay.
Oh no.
goes down the
Shit.
Didn't work.
And this is the pier that I made the target, sir.
That's great. We've
Retract
made
your
a
harpoon.
rappel.
I gotta move for a second. I'm running out of electrons.
It just falls down a massive coil next to him here.
Oh, my intestines! Oh!
It does take a bit of time for him to reload this. Here.
Holy shit.
So if you wait the time period, he'll shoot again.
Okay,
Well,
sorry.
well, we,
I know I'm supposed to say this after a misfire. I never actually got to say it before.
Oh no.
It's not you. It's just been a while. Anyway, I'll try again.
I'd love to think that you did say that.
All right, let's think of a
Yeah.
different way across this chasm. The
well,
robot is clearly
Listen,
not
I've been
going to
drinking
work.
a lot.
What
Think
kind of
it's
spells do you guys
stressful.
have?
You're just so pretty. And
Well, if you
Spit
can,
is away.
if you can go across the gap, draw a teleportation circle. And then
I
we
can't
can-
draw a teleportation circle.
You know,
Don't you just draw a thing? Does it?
Maybe-
You have
No,
to have
you-
the
What's up,
spell to
Glorious?
do
I
it.
mean, I guess
Yeah.
I could take
Oh.
you.
I might be shooting in the dark here, but what if I turn my knob again?
No. I could
We can come back here though.
I could polymorph a couple of you into birds.
Mm.
That is, I could do 2 people into birds
How deep is
and
the
take
chasm?
one person.
You can't see
as
the bottom.
dimension door.
Or at least you
Do
can see
you
the
have
bottom, but it's all
teleportation?
just
I've
jagged
got,
machinery.
Misty
Pretty far
Step,
down.
but that's not enough distance.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say
Yeah,
if
you
or
can just see that.
okay, so Ember's the only one that can draw the teleportation circle.
Yeah, the spell teleportation circle is necessary to create a teleportation circle, I think.
Yeah. I
What?
draw 10-foot diameter on the ground inscribed with sigil.
I mean, I guess it would be really annoying, but I guess we could.
I could just
I
make the
could
bridge.
hawk you across.
You just what?
No, because then we're gonna have to go all the way back to fix you.
We're gonna come back here anyway, are we? I mean, we'll be able to teleport, right? According to Little Man.
Yeah, but you had to get pretty sick before in order to
Yeah.
actually see. And I
Well,
don't really.
I'd rather it be me than you guys.
You were pretty wacky, Shat Glorious.
Ah, wasn't that cool though?
No.
No.
I think it was pretty cool.
No.
I could.
Try the harpoon again.
I'm gonna fire my load.
He's gonna go up to you. Jesus Christ.
This is
That's
how you
such a
charge our
fucking
mistress,
pervert.
right?
Fire off the edge again.
God.
It's much better, much better. Okay, this time it does manage to land on the other side as it drags a little bit.
Oh, careful, careful. There it is.
No.
I found the spot.
And he holds his hand up.
So Mistress will look for some place to tie the other end off on this side.
Andrew, I don't care what campaign we do next, but you have to place bet.
Oh great! I'll just be a little warforged. Okay, sure. Yeah, you just take the like a slack end at the bottom here and find a piece of the broken thing. It's the same as you did it the first time before you realized, oh, Glorious is just gonna tank this mission. So yeah, you'd be able to do that.
And Mistress will attempt to sloth her way
Okay,
across.
make an acrobatics check across here.
At least it wasn't athletics. 13.
13. Okay. As you make your way across here, this is not a normal day at the gym. As your fingers kind of chafe along this old rope, still made of like this kind of steel material here, still very rusty and uncomfortable hole. But eventually you do make it across. And now everybody else is waiting. What's everybody else doing?
I'll follow.
Mistress will call across. You can either do this, or we do now have enough spells to get everyone across.
Well,
I mean, we may as well do this because I can always if you start to fall, I can always polymorph you.
well I
It's
have a
within
-1 to
60
my
feet.
acrobatics, so I should probably let you use a
Oh
spell.
God.
You might do fine.
Just
Maybe.
Do it.
Alright, it's my turn!
What's your range on polymorph?
60 feet.
Glorious roll pretty good.
Because I was
So
like,
don't
you
worry.
could dimension door over.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't necessarily.
He doesn't even put his
want
legs
to
up, he's
roll
just
those
monkey
spell
barring
slots,
it.
Yeah.
Steps off the edge.
Jeez.
But I could.
One hands it on his way down.
You hear him making gibbon noises as he's just.
This fucking idiot.
Holy shit. I've always felt like Glorious is party.
Love gibbons so much.
Gibbons are so
I
fucking
I like the build up that they have.
It's
Yeah.
just those are the CMAs. They're built different. Anyway, Glorious makes
This is
it
not a
across
howler monkey.
just fine.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing?
I'll
I gotta carry someone! I feel like a dick!
Oh.
Can I come back across?
I'll call across like I'm not particularly graceful, so if anyone wants to like
Don't be a
magic me
bitch!
over,
You're my student,
Oh.
remember?
okay, I'll do it then.
Is that a help action? Don't be a bitch!
That actually is. I think
Okay.
that's the help action.
So it's just with advantage.
Athletics, yeah.
Oh, I
Roll
see.
twice.
Amanda does.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics, sorry.
Okay, 13.
13. Yeah, that sure
So
enough.
some
It's
versus-
the
Okay.
same, it's kind of
Some
the
tree.
same kind of very steady uneasiness, but you make it
Yeah.
work.
I look at Glorious and I say, "Fuck you, Glorious."
I taught you well.
Yeah, you didn't teach me anything about monkey bark.
Taught you well. He slaps you right on the butt.
Okay, thanks. I fall off the cliff and
Just a
die.
little-
Oh! He'll be fine. Someone has spells that can save him. Anyway, yeah.
It was awesome.
No, I had feather
I
fall.
like the idea that
Oh, then, yeah, you guys don't even
I
worry.
like the idea that you said he'll be fine before I even hit the bottom.
Did you actually fall?
Yeah, no,
No,
it's
he's
just-
good.
I was like,
Alright, so we got Melody and Ember left.
okay, I will attempt to acrobatic over.
Acrobatics, do it.
I'll go last.
Okay.
I suppose Mistress does have.
Oh man. This is a natural one, so I will immediately dimension door as I start to fall. Is Ember close enough that I can snatch her and grab her and bring her with me?
Yeah, I mean, you with the nat one, you essentially grab it and fall forward because the piece of the bridge we're standing on just.
I'm like, fuck.
And so yeah, if you guys are
And then
close
I-
enough, you could probably grab her.
Yeah, and I'll maybe as you like grab for me to like help catch
Uh-huh.
me, then I
that's what you
dimension
do.
door.
Oh, that's so cool.
Well, that was kind of a pussy move, but I like it.
Hey, pussies are awesome.
I like it. I literally said I like it.
I'm just reminding you.
I mean,
Mistress will come in for a high
Oh yeah.
Oh,
like sort of whip.
touch her hand.
Oh no! Try it again.
Her hand
Good
is
job.
uncomfortably cold.
Oh.
Ooh.
Quick cast and chill touch.
Anyway, with the group now assembled, you guys can make your way back. What direction? Where are you guys wanting to go?
I feel like
Towards
Mistress is
the
dead.
Across the bridge.
Or
Okay,
just
towards
being,
the door at the tower.
Her life force is powered by some sort of
Mistress
magic.
will. Can I like retroactively unprepare one of my spells and re-prepare another from the long
If
rest?
since you haven't
I
really
mean,
done
we do
it.
know what's happening. We don't know exactly what, but we know something's
Meta.
happening.
It's making a joke to your
Yeah.
changeling.
Alright, so she's gonna unprepare blindness, deafness,
Well, I don't like
and
that.
breeze, and she's gonna prepare catapult and featherfall. Oh wait, no!
Nice.
She leveled up. She gets an extra spell. Haha, she can keep blindness.
I was gonna say
deafness.
I have enough for Featherfall. It gets up to 5 people, so I can cast it and get everybody.
Still, like, Mistress has not made very good use of grease at this point, so.
But if no one has grease, how are we gonna continue to be grease lightning?
Oh god.
Shut up.
Oh no!
What
You
Mistress
should've thought of
could
that
do
before you
is
left.
use enlarge reduce to reduce the size of somebody and then use catapult to do them.
Okay.
Sorry, Donkey.
So as you guys continue to move forward, you've prepared, right? You hear just in the distance the sound of like alarms going off. Like not just one, just like multiple. Like it's coming from multiple sources. You see just blinking lights in the background.
Well, shit.
It's around this planet. You see like a much larger kind of on wheels, one of these mechanical bots roll by you, and it's weird for the first time. It looks like a robot, not a person. And you
Spit?
go roll by, and it has like an alarm going off on its head too, as it passes by you guys.
Oh no. Robot,
Yes,
what's the cause of the alarm?
as a member of the battalion, I am. Wait, let me scan you.
Oh no.
Authorized under General Etheridge Syracuse, there has been an intruder caught along the Iron Road.
Oh. Do you know who?
Well, we've scanned them, and they are a part of the Grey Coat faction, but do not match upon your credentials.
Were you able to take them prisoner, or are they?
General Etheridge Syracuse is currently dealing with the threat as we speak. Interrogation and torture will commence.
Let's go.
Oh,
Well, I feel
Keep
like
in mind
before...
the limits of the human body. They can't take as much torture as a robot.
in theory, a couple missing arms won't hurt.
In theory.
those are a couple
Just
missing
make sure
arms.
you
There's as
stop
many
any
arms
blood
as can be
flow.
missing.
Cauterize wounds. That also
Affirmative.
hurts.
Affirmative. We shall take that into account.
That was really funny, Kyle.
Thank you.
What did you say? A couple missing
Yeah,
arms.
he said a couple missing arms, and I said, well, that's the max number of arms that can be missing.
Sorry, Kyle.
That's a good joke.
Anyway,
Zing.
so what are
I
you guys
like
doing
the
as you guys do
dog.
this? The robot's still just kind of stationary in front of you here. It's kind of wheels together here.
Do you, I mean, can we come help?
I can send a note to Syracuse to cease attacking if you wish to deal with the intruders at this time.
What do you guys think?
I wanna see who it is.
All right.
Probably for the best.
All right. The way you inhale, I thought you were gonna hoot like a gibbon.
General Etheridge Syracuse has ceased fire immediately and will continue bringing the subject in this direction. Or is there a preferred meeting spot you would like for the General?
The doors? That's where we're heading anyway.
To the doors!
All right. Hey.
It is quite a walk. Like, this is
Yeah.
to the point where I would like everyone to make a wisdom.
Oh
Shit.
man.
No.
Everybody gather around me.
Wisdom
Oh, well,
save.
yeah, I don't want this to happen again. That fucking sucks.
Let me double check what.
No,
my...
you're saying it immediately
Aren't you
happened
also
again.
a paladin?
Is this a
Shouldn't
wisdom
you also have
save?
the aura?
Yeah, I do wisdom
I'm a
save.
paladin.
Hang on. Let me double check.
Oh, nice.
15?
I'm really not playing Glorious the best of his abilities.
Wow, it's almost like Kyle.
If you think.
Ah.
You see,
Hey, I'm trying.
motherfucker.
I'm trying.
I am using a lot of my stuff.
Okay, so yeah, you get a boost my charisma modifier, Okay, yeah. So you all get an extra +3 each of your saving.
Plus 3.
Oh,
So
18.
we got around.
That'll bring it up to a 17.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's really good.
Oh, that was bad. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
18. It's gonna see you.
21.
21. What'd you get, Con?
I'm amazing.
Even with the +3?
And
Yeah.
turn back around.
Okay, so you-
this
what'd you get?
touched it.
1. Oh, 15. Okay.
152. Holy shit!
You
17.
Dude, Tersa is just absolutely raw dogging you right now. It's like, anyway, so
Probably shouldn't.
as you guys all gather around, Ma's like, don't worry, I'll protect you guys from.
We should probably wait for sheep.
It's just
fight
rolls
for
down
big
your head.
jump.
You see just the white of his eyes kind of statify for a second. Sure enough, you take a corruption point, lose a intelligence point.
Great. It's fucking
As,
awesome.
Once again, the robot you've been following looks slightly human again.
What was
I
the
just love how
DC,
you're like,
Andrew?
man.
Huh?
What was the DC?
10.
Oh, okay.
It's very low.
Okay.
I have to remove so much candy from my bag
So
to get
much
to my other sets of dice.
A bit of honey.
Oh,
I almost got.
God.
You almost killed everyone.
You almost gave me a concussion with bit of honey.
Spilling shit!
Listen, if that's how you die, that's how you
That's how
die.
you
That's
die.
true.
That's a hell of a story.
Then I couldn't tell because it'd be dead.
We could tell though.
Okay. So
Joey,
sure enough,
you never believe
you're
that.
corrupted again.
Alright.
And the world around you
Oh,
distorts.
module.
And sure enough, everything's slightly, more guided by a heavenly presence. And you feel good. You feel really good.
You feel good, man.
Yeah.
The speech you said earlier is really, really taking note now. Anyway,
Let me. Yeah, I gotta add it here.
just travel. It's a long walk. It's about 6 hours.
It is.
You're really looking forward to having a faster way around this place. As you get back around midday, sure enough, outside of this sandstone tower, you see this big bulking robot, except for you, Mud, just pinning down this figure that's wearing like just the nastiest uniform that matches the people at the Gauntlet, people we've met before at the Greycoats, wearing the full attire and a voice helmet to protect them, and it's just being pinned to the ground by both their arms. Essentially, it has a foot keeping it there as this robot just looms over them at this point.
What is the size of this individual?
This individual here, about the size of a regular human, I believe. At least from the distance you're at right now. You might take a little bit of a better description when you get closer, though.
The nasty uniform made me think that maybe it might be a gnome.
Oh no, it's much bigger than a gnome.
All gnomes are nasty.
Gross.
They're fruit flavored.
Yeah. So the robot turns to you. There's like,
Beware.
oh,
One is
my
both
friends, you finally made it. It's been 5 hours of grueling crying. I think he's finally passed out.
Oh.
Fear not.
I'll
Human
see.
physiology means a simple nap will have him in tip-top shape with a recovery point of however many his constitution dignifies.
What?
He'll be fine. Just give him a short rest.
Oh.
I usually
Why
do
did you
that.
say that?
I did.
You need the nap.
Well, yeah, but it sounded different before.
You're not as smart as I remembered you being.
It's the heat, sir.
I'm. That. You
I
know
don't-
what?
How goes your quest into solving this voice issue?
We are making progress.
We found this individual walking down from the eastern tunnel, all by their lonesome. They were stopped for questioning and, sure enough, detained. But sure,
Mistress will
they're alive and well.
reach down to the helmet and twist the knob that clears the light mask to make it visible.
Okay, so you twist it, and sure enough, you see a human male's face underneath here. And all of a sudden, as the light from outside the visage is visible again, the figure's eyes spring open and make eye contact. The figure, of course, they speak to you during this time. Who are you?
I would like to break up with Andrew.
Jesus.
Jonathan's just playing all the NPCs now.
And this is not gnome size. This is a person size.
Human.
So,
human size.
Hey, he woke up.
Oh, where am I?
Drink.
I like to kick him.
Would you like to sit back down at the
That-
your spot?
Punch him
That
right in the gut.
that's 16 for me to kick Dante in his fucking face.
That
Dante,
does, that
would
does
you,
match my AC.
Would you describe your
Motherfucker.
character to the group?
So, my
Fuck you.
character.
You owe me another boba for making me cry. And so does Andrew.
Honestly,
And
this
I
might
want
just
one
be a,
for
a good time to
Clara.
take a small break. If you
Yeah.
want to go ahead and beat the
I
shit
need
out of
more.
him
I
real
need
quick.
more. I really do need more tea.
I,
I feel awful.
I need an alcoholic beverage now.
I'm not as upset as
Here, would you
Theo
like,
was
I,
until
am-
you made my
Can I
friend
get some
cry.
I cried a lot, and I was literally.
You don't
I
mind.
told Andrew. I
Yep.
said, if
And or
Dante
a
is
slightly
coming back and
warm
playing another
alcoholic
character, I'm
ginger beer.
genuinely going to be pissed.
I
because
told Dante, I was like,
I
she's
was
gonna be really mad
I
at
was
you, bro.
very like I barely did anything for the rest of that night because I was so upset. So
Hell yeah.
you're fucking weird.
So did you have that planned, or was
Yeah.
it like okay?
Yeah. For
No.
like months.
Well, no, okay, no, I'm mad because you straight up lied to me.
That's what I was
you
like,
looked
I
me
don't
in
like
the face
that.
and lied
Yeah,
to me,
man.
and
But look how genuine this moment is.
no, I'm
Think
angry.
about how well this is.
I
Like,
literally
emotion.
thought there is absolutely no way that Donnie's coming here and just fucking watching because that would be the
Yep.
dumbest thing I've ever.
Well, I don't
He's
wanna
like, can I
hide him
just
again.
watch the session? It's like you can watch it on fucking YouTube.
I
I know,
laughed.
everyone's so bitter when you're out again. They're like, why do you want to be a part of the game? You just quit.
And yeah, everyone was like, "We know how much Caleb cried."
Yep.
Ugh. I really don't want to get up. But
And I was just like, Andrew wouldn't know. Like, would he?
and he just like, "Do you think he's messing with you?" I was like, "Well, if he is, I'm gonna be mad at him too."
So I accidentally macchiatoed this
Woo!
mixed drink.
Oh.
So it's just
What do you
now
mean?
it's just all rum.
Nice.
Oh,
I,
no.
I drank the Coke,
Oh no!
and now it's
because
just
it was
rum.
just on the top.
Oh shit!
You
You gotta mix
macchiatoed
it. You gotta mix it.
I tried
Got
to
my
do a
dice.
stir.
Did you buy new dice?
Now I know why you brought the donuts
No, I'm
as
gonna
a
use the
double
same shitty
apology.
ones as possible.
Yep, sure am.
Ah.
I like your glasses, by the way.
Thank you.
Are those new?
No. I switch pretty regularly.
I think I have like
Some
3
clear
pairs
ones and
that
some
I
black
switch.
ones.
God damn it.
Yeah, we were talking and we were like, it'd be kind of fun if my new character was a surprise.
And then you just had like a multiple week long conspiracy about it.
Oh, months.
Well, I mean months for you, but for us is 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Shit.
And you wear a gray coat.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
Interesting.
I was just,
Well, yeah. Don't you know your wife at all?
Just-
Yeah, I knew you was gonna be mad. I told Dante ahead of time, I was like, you know how mad
you
she's
live
gonna
with
be.
her.
You know how mad she's gonna be.
May I have a can of fizzy sweet drink?
Do you have any?
That was literally my last one.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, I have just Crown Vanilla if you want to sip out of something, or. This
I'll
She
use
has
ginger
pure
beer.
rum in a cup right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it just all floated on top of the Coke that I tried to pour it into. So I'm gonna go grab a ginger beer out of my car.
Okay, sorry.
Ginger beer.
Would anyone like a slightly warm ginger beer?
I'm okay.
I do have Rumplements if you want it.
Would anyone like to mix that with a slightly warm ginger beer?
No.
You know what,
Oh god, that sounds disgusting. Ginger beer and Rumplemans.
You want Rumplements?
Oh.
A shot?
I'll take a shot if
Yeah,
you're providing
just-
one.
just wait till you guys hear his backstory. It's wild.
Oh
I'm
my god.
excited.
Yeah. Because
I'm just not gonna believe
You thought
anything.
Hostel's identity was bullshit. Oh my god.
Well,
I'm just not gonna believe anything that comes out of his mouth anymore.
well, how, like,
I am not gonna trust
One
this
could say,
character at
don't
all.
trust him.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm not gonna trust anybody anymore.
It's a theme.
yeah, because if you, you had a pretty good backstory with Hostel and everything, but, like, if you've had, like, 2 years to consider.
Hostel though.
For a second, I thought you were carrying O'Doul's, and I was like, why?
It does look like that.
Alright, I got Krabby's alcoholic ginger beer.
I've never heard of
Krabby's.
Krabby's.
Yeah.
Never heard of Krabby's before.
Is it very gingery?
I don't know. Never tried it.
Can I?
You like Krabby's, don't you?
The back of this bottle recommends mixing it with ginger beer.
Really?
So that's why I bought ginger beer.
Interesting.
At
I just
the
put it in
liquor
my
store.
last of my Coke
Alcoholic
from
ginger
McDonald's.
beer.
Oh, that's strong.
I like that
Just
hard
you that
candy.
one?
I'll take a single shot. This will pair well with Mod's intelligence, Siba.
This-
Again.
I love
Fuck.
I love how you were just like, man, I kind of miss being dumb because it made it easier to handle things.
Like, okay, fuck
You know, like you intentionally failed your wisdom check.
I wish I could say that was intentional. It was not.
Well, you know how to fix it.
Yes.
It's inconvenient.
I just imagine going
I
back
said man. I should
into
have
the
said
silhouette,
can.
and it's like just since it's only one debuff,
There's
it's
a
just like a
bottle.
wispy version of Mod.
Yeah.
Bottom
All right, here we go.
I was like, oh,
Hey,
Up and bottom.
Oh yeah, that one's kind of.
Aha!
Oh.
Yeah. This isn't a very good can opener. I'd keep it on here because it doesn't look like a can opener, so kids don't call me out.
Okay. Okay.
Also, I got this, which I just
Ah!
love the implication of it.
Oh.
Of like these are the keys that the TIE fighters use, and they're just like hanging in a like metal box.
Good.
Oh, that is gingery.
Nice. They should give that to pregnant. Helps with nausea.
Is it really?
Ginger helps with nausea. But I
Ginger,
was just
not
making.
ginger beer.
But I was just making
Is
a joke.
Kayla angry?
Yeah.
But I was just making a joke.
Surprise.
It is alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good joke.
He's also fixing something up for herself. She's not.
I made a couple goals.
She's up there dwelling.
That was
I was making more tea.
You make a hot tea just to throw in your face. Splash.
Close your eyes.
Fuck you.
That shot of Rumpelman's went down the worst of any
I
shot
know.
I've had. It just hit the wrong way.
Did you guys like my
unable to
song?
swallow it fast enough, and then
Yes.
just sits there in your
Oh,
fucking mouth.
okay.
Well, what happened
You have a
was
very nice singing voice.
usually I'm
I'm
good at knocking
surprised
it back,
because
so
I
it doesn't
really
hit
feel
my
like I
tongue.
sound like
Yeah.
shit
This
right
time,
now, but it actually
I don't know
might be
why
okay.
it slid
I
all
was
the way
like, why
down,
do I know
and then
this
I like
song?
tried
I'm
to
like,
move
oh,
my
it's the one
tongue
that
up,
people usually
and
play
what that
with
did
their
is it like
puppies.
pushed
Oh.
it into my nostrils
Like
a
on
little
TikTok.
bit.
Oh,
I
wait.
think
It was
I'll
awesome.
sometime.
All right, you guys. Let's kick back into gear
You're
here.
close enough for me to splash and also get
Yeah.
Dante.
In the splash zone.
Hi,
Like you
you're,
both that fuck
you're
right
awake.
off.
Where am I?
Are you gonna describe
Wait,
yourself?
what are-
Sorry.
Wait, what
Shit,
are?
what are you?
Where am I?
Where am I? We can't understand your accent.
No, he sounds fine.
Speak English.
Melody, make a brief, just a history check.
Oh
here.
no! Do I know this person? That's a natural one.
No. That's
looking-
an annoying. God, Clown Man. What the fuck?
Looking around, he
Is
does
he a Psyoc?
look. And he's like, wait. I recognize.
How?
Are you?
Is someone behind me?
Holy shit! You're the one that broke your arm. In the gauntlet?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people broke their arms.
No, I took you to the doctor.
What?
Okay,
Insight.
let's start.
What?
Oh man,
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
shitting the bed. 9 on insight.
No.
Wait, was this when I broke your arm? Is it when I?
You can't prove that was me.
Let's start from the beginning.
No,
Okay.
all of a sudden your accent fades very quickly.
Oh no.
Let's start from the beginning here. My name is Trader.
Yeah, you sure are. I'll break both your arms. And he steps further on it.
Hold on. I know what I'm wearing. I get it. I get what you all are thinking. I have been working for the last 3 years undercover. I am not the gray coat. I know this is what I'm wearing. I know from the looks of me, I look like a gray
You
coat.
look pretty
Yeah,
gray.
that's an insight.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Yeah,
my plus
you guys
is.
wanna roll
Oh, okay, that was
insight?
better.
Roll
That was
it.
Ooh, nat one.
That one.
What's up?
Yeah.
It's
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 for Melody.
12.
That is a. It's not good for Mon.
Mistress,
That's
yeah, not very clear. This fella is
it's an 8.
a mixed character. Same with Mon over here. Like, aside from kind of swimming in your own headspace, how are you expected to believe anything that Greycoat is saying to you after they've been stabbing and prodding you and like enslaving you for 3 weeks?
Yeah, Mod in his like slightly confused state, like he's still like concerned, but like trying like going over the gears in his head, like trying to figure out a way to guarantee that this person isn't nameless, and so then he looks back at Trader and gets really close and he says, "Where should we go next?"
Ah! Why would he know that?
That's the point.
What?
Why
What-
not?
what-
You're not dumb anymore.
I'm confused.
Maud like bristles and steps back and starts to slap in his pile bunker.
Like a cat.
It's like, guys, I think this might be nameless.
Oh my god.
Okay, but
Stop.
I got over 20.
Is this what it, Davey, you fucker?
Wait, I got over
What?
20.
Hold
What did
on.
I get?
Hold on.
He wouldn't know the call and response.
Wait, that's.
No, I guess he is.
What-
That makes him. That
what
makes him
call and
nameless, right?
response?
I
What
don't
are
even
we
know.
talking
I don't even know
about?
the response again. How far are we on it? I'm nameless. Hey.
Maud gets ready to pile bunk Glorious.
Oh, what the fuck? No, listen. The bacon rib.
Yeah. Oh.
Where's
Oh, yeah, no one else
What
had Glorious.
the
Yeah.
fuck is a bacon rib?
Oh
Hold
man,
on.
if you were gonna die in a couple moments, you would know. It'd be awesome.
Look
How can we,
here.
What did I
how
get
can we
with
know
my
that we can
insight?
trust you?
Yeah, with the dirty 20, he's pleading here. Like, he knows he's in a situation of danger here, and if he lies, it's only gonna do bad
Yeah,
to him.
guys,
He's
I think he's telling the truth.
being at least somewhat genuine. You don't necessarily know the entirety of the story. You haven't heard the rest of the story, but he recognizes you out of an actual, like, response.
Okay, yeah. Come on, guys. Who can forget this face? He obviously is telling the truth.
That doesn't
But
make
really-
any
Listen,
sense.
but really,
Even
he
I
does
know
seem
that
like
doesn't
it.
make any sense.
I feel like he's telling the truth. Mud, you
Listen.
trust me?
Yeah.
We had a really heartfelt moment like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but
Fine.
You want me to sing the song again?
I
I want the
don't, no,
guitar.
I don't. The song's good. We don't have the time for it right now.
Yeah, let's go!
All right.
Bacon ribs.
My name is Trader. The last 3 years, I have been undercover in the Greycoats under the name Drake. I
Yeah, that's what your designation reads in my files. Yeah.
Shit.
Drake.
Drake, yes.
Yeah. I worked at the Gauntlet. That's
Is
how
that
I
like
recognized
traitor?
trader, like someone who trades things.
Oh, not someone who trades things.
I was thinking like traitor, like you like
Betray someone.
Right,
Yeah, that's what I was
T-O-R.
thinking.
John.
I
TR8R.
He's still not someone who trades things either.
I worked at the Gauntlet with Brasswood and Border. All right.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck them. They
Yeah,
suck.
fuck 'em.
Yeah.
Fuck all of Malik. It's the worst thing ever.
You know.
As you said,
Not
as he
everyone
says
from
this
there
here, that
sucks.
kind of does strike a weird pitch with everyone. Like, why do those two have to do with each other? He just
Hey,
said,
I don't-
fuck Malik in general. Malik is the other side of the world.
Maybe they're building more gauntlets over there.
Why do you hate Malik? I don't
Okay.
suppose you have like a pocket
We-
full of screws.
We could get into that. I would love to know who all of you are. I know you don't trust me.
That is
but-
the theme.
It would be good if I could at least like say I recognize you. I recognize you.
Yeah, we had the best plan.
And I
in
remember
all of God.
Mistress will.
Make- Sorry.
So Mistress will gesture toward Maud and say, "That's Rhythm, that's Chris, that's Hostile, and I am Cloud."
Well, that's definitely not. Would I have known his name is Hostile whenever I ran into him?
This is
Well, I mean, they'd have to describe
12
it to you.
is
You wouldn't
Mistress
have known his name at
joking.
the time.
12 insight. Is Mistress trying to joke?
Marge, roll an intelligence check.
Oh, great. I'm great at
Are
those
you
right
bad
now.
at deception?
Oh, not bad. 16.
She's got a whole plus.
You recognize this man too. It clicks with you all of a sudden, and it clicks with you because this is one of your worst moments of weakness at the Gauntlet.
I
This,
know exactly what you're talking
you
about.
walked up
Is,
to
is
this.
this the one?
You walked up to this man pretending to be a gray coat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You fucking
no.
failed.
We don't go off duty.
That's him. This is the guy you talk to. It's as clear as day. You should make eye contact with him here.
Hey,
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
dumb.
would this help you recognize me a little better? And I turn into the form that I disguise myself.
Yeah,
as.
suddenly, all of a sudden, it's the guy that was trying to fuck with you earlier.
Wait,
It's like,
you're that fucking noob from the Gauntlet that thought we
Yeah!
were fucking taking. What?
That
What
was
the
me!
fuck?
We were obviously trying to trick you.
You also notice here, all of a sudden, this man just changed. That's a little reminiscent of something, you know.
He like takes a
Zing.
step back and like.
He doesn't have the frosted tips.
Nah,
Okay, but you know, like, one of the leaders of the Grey Coat, like,
Yeah, we know it's not him.
that.
Show him your arm.
Oh yeah, my arm's really cool. Check it out. I was about to kill you with it. I popped it in the fucking pile bunker.
Holy shit, what the fuck is
The
that?
other guy doesn't have that.
Yeah, I know. I've met him. He's fucking wild.
Yeah, he fucking sucks.
Yeah, no, that's Legion tech. They gave me this baby for free when I got my arm blown off in a battle. It was pretty great.
You're saying that so casually, like, that's wild.
It's just part of my life now, man.
That's just kind of his MO. He's pretty relaxed.
Alright.
Like, there's a lot of fucking terrible shit that's happened to me, but honestly, this thing's kind of a net positive. So
Hey man, I'm glad you're taking it with stride.
yeah.
I'm just
So where you were at, you were still describing kind of your thing before you.
Yeah, what do you
began
look like?
recognizing these people.
Yeah, so I am tall, slender, probably just a couple inches shorter than Mistress. Dark-ish skinned, dark black hair. That's kind of like styled down a little bit and like kind of like almost beaverish.
Nice.
so 6'8".
Oh no, then like 6'3".
Okay.
Oh, you're tall. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Mistress
You're
is
almost-
inhumanly
That's
tall.
my IRL height.
Yeah, kind of.
Mistress would be in the next episode if she were athletic.
Yeah, kind of
We
that.
should
Right
feel
now,
the heels.
wearing tattered gray coat, clothes with like studded leather armor underneath.
He smells bad. Like
Yeah,
he's
so,
been
No
uh,
offense, man, but you fucking
been walking
stink.
and
How
just-
old are you? How old
Yeah.
is he look?
Yeah.
No shit, I smell bad. I was at the gauntlet when it got fucking destroyed.
Oh yeah, you saw
I
the,
ran
the Flesh
into-
Palace?
I ran into, what was it, like wolves, did you say?
There's big red kind of
I
fleshy
don't
wolves.
like it,
Yes.
but that's what it's called.
Yeah, I ran into these like big
It's
fleshy
like
wolves.
Faunus Flesh Palace.
Oh yeah, the meat wolves.
Yeah. Listen.
I ran into like some fleshy wolves that like came into the break room where we were and like took down all of us. Ate like pretty much like looked at us, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Killed the rest of them, left me alive, and ran off.
Oh yeah, our friends
And-
did that.
I ended up in these tunnels and I walked here.
Oh.
Do you know how you got out alive?
I would assume that it's because I am ascended by the Legion.
So they
Remember,
recognize
one of the
you?
wolves pinned you against the ground. Essentially, it was like seconds from
Yeah.
buying you thrown, and then its eyes turned from bestial to human, and then it
Ooh.
spit out this little horrible little pearl
That's
that,
right.
that you ate.
Yeah.
And then
Ew.
suddenly you weren't getting digested anymore.
Ugh.
So Fauna recognized him. How old did you say he was, Dante?
He's Meta, he's like 21-ish.
I looked at Mistress.
Oh, it's pretty cool. We'll prestidigitate.
I was about to. Well,
So,
yeah, Mom's
you
about to
know
look to
what-
Mistress and say, Mistress, can
Can you
you
clean
use
him
that
up?"
predestination thing you've
Oh
got
my
on?
God.
You've been bathified.
Destination.
Oh, thank you so
Why
much.
is
This
Juan
is
still an
amazing.
idiot?
Your
Mon-
fingernails never
Mon
felt cleaner.
Just lost another intelligence point again.
Yeah, he failed the save. He rolled an 8.
I saved all of you, but I failed my save.
I
That's
know,
why I'm
it's
acting.
so funny.
That's why I'm acting stupid again.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why.
So
Just
Thanks.
natural.
yeah,
Thanks,
I'm a
I love you, big lug.
I was
Beer?
Very.
I was ascended by the Legion. I'm not sure if that helps convince anyone, but
And Zera's like, I'm coming.
if they don't trust me, and now at least at some point they did, right? I haven't really been in contact with the Legion for the last 3 years because I was undercover in Malik.
Are you familiar with Fauna? Fuzzy?
Am I?
You've never seen Fauna,
Okay.
but you've heard his
I
name.
mean,
Heard of him?
I've heard of him.
He
The only
was-
person I really interacted with was this like dude. He never told me his name. He had like this long, wavy blonde hair and these like blue armor that like flexed and bended as he walked.
Mistress, make a history check there. You would be the only person that specifically would recognize this.
14.
14? Okay, you know with a 14, that's kind of matches one of the Arcanites. At least it definitely sounds similar to one. Huh?
Is it Crest?
No.
It sounds
don't
like
remember what
it
he
sounds
said.
like the first seed. It sounds like Crest.
I knew it! Sorry.
That's the only person that wears armor like that has that hair
Nice.
in a
He's
line
so
of duty.
sweet.
Nice.
Crest.
Not imagine Crest looking like that.
So,
I
Wait, no.
No, but Fauna, he was actually a friend of ours, and he was controlling those wolves, so I wouldn't be surprised if he recognized that you were undercover, and that's why he spared you.
yeah, very likely.
so, what,
You know Crest?
Yeah, he's.
How well do you know him?
I mean, he was the one that basically forgave me for the things I did before they caught me, and he was the one who put me through like the ascension process. So like we're not like pals, but like I know him decently well.
So you haven't worked under him at all.
No, not really.
Jesus.
You're scaring me.
When I
Okay.
came to the Legion, I was only 16, and so I basically spent 2 years living, like, basically in a foster home in the capital until I turned 18, and they were able to ascend me and send me on a mission. So I didn't really work with anyone. It was basically like I turned 18, they ascended me and basically sent me to Malik.
How did you end up with the Greycoats then? How does that make any sense? Why, if they sent you back across the country, why are you back here again? Still working with
So-
the enemy.
One of the leaders of the Greycoats, Amba, is from Malik, and most of the Greycoats are from Malik. I don't know what they're doing. They I wasn't in that sector, but it seemed like something was going on. I was mostly working with Porter and Brasswood as they were researching and getting the gauntlet prepared. And so whenever we moved, I don't want to say we, whenever the Greycoats moved to the Legion, I came with the party of Brasswood and Mortar and helped them start the gauntlet and work in it.
Just make out as you were saying just all this wild shit. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
If you will.
Oh.
no.
Hey, hostile.
Oh god. With my plus 10, that's an 11.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Dante.
Thank God that's
Guess
still
who's
decent.
back?
But
Back again. Dante's
It's gonna be an 11 insight with my +1.
as far as it's one of those situations
said it
where it's
backwards.
just too crazy to lie about.
Mhm.
Like, he knows information, he's named people you know are fully involved with this campaign.
I honestly believe him.
And several of you have seen him before, and he hasn't necessarily done anything bad to you while you were there. He's just helped you along your way.
I do have to ask. I remember there was like a little gnome and a satyr that was with you guys. Are they? I don't mean to open any
They're
fresh
not here.
wounds, but
There was also Indy
oh yeah, and a tiefling. Like there was.
Yeah, we've.
and the Colonel.
And a fat dude.
Yeah.
And a Danny
Um,
DeVito.
So
Kinda did his
the
own thing,
satyr is Fisty has passed.
We don't have to tell him everything.
I guess it's true.
He doesn't need to know.
He has a kind face. Trust me.
I do remember you though.
Oh.
And he looks at Amber.
Ooh.
You would have no recollection of me because by the time I got to you, you were already passed out. But I seem to recall, and of course, this was weeks ago, and I'm just wandering these tunnels. But you were in a fight with the giant centipede, right?
With what?
With the giant centipede,
Oh, that fucking thing.
and there were like these two like weird rapping dudes with you. I remember you like
My boy.
you lost, and I was the one that came in and retrieved you and took you to Brasswood.
Sorry.
I
I
just
remember being unconscious after that fight because of the poison. So it's once again hard to tell if it's genuine, but I mean, those are your boys. There's no disguising that.
I can believe him. I just don't have to trust him.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows if he'll just die and become someone else again. Anyway.
Yeah,
I
let's
mean-
kill him and try again.
I mean, there's no real reason not to tell him that, you know, why the people we were with at the time are no
Well,
longer
yeah,
with us,
they're
I guess.
they're just gone.
Yeah, they're just gone.
okay.
We're not with them anymore.
And I get it. I am standing here in a gray coat suit.
Yeah, maybe you should get rid of that.
Yeah.
You just came upon me. I get the idea of not trusting me. Like, that's totally cool. When we get out of here, or while we're in here, I don't know, can we use phones? We can maybe call my operator and get you, and you guys can...
Oh, sweetie, phones don't work here.
Oh, wait, that's your guys' phones too? Mine hasn't
Yeah.
worked this whole time.
Yeah, Mod.
Oh!
Yours might be dead though. I don't think you charge it very often.
Well,
Well, before we get too wrapped up in sentimentalities here, I am of course on a strictly technical background here. Say the word and I'll execute the target.
I think we're good. Are we good, guys?
yeah,
I
I
Are
don't.
think we will take him into custody for the time being.
Absolutely. Thank you for your business, mistress. We will continue on our way. As he lifts his foot up, do you have any other tasks? We have cleared out the remains of the tunnels of our previous endeavors.
Oh, can we have that transport thing?
Would
back?
you put him under your designation, or should I continue treating him like rubbish?
Can you...
Rubbish.
Place him under my designation. Yeah.
Hello, sir. I am General Ethred Syracuse of the 11th Battalion of the Royal Island Army.
Nice to meet you. I'm Drake. Wait, no.
Trader.
Trader.
Trader. Thank you.
That is what we do.
I'm able to fulfill
Do you want
multiple
that
designations.
name?
Drake Trader.
Jake Trader.
Oh, God.
That's kind of catchy, though,
Major Chris
honestly.
vibes.
Um,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Can you at least give them my weapon? I know you guys don't trust me, so like, if
Absolutely.
you could at least
What's his
one of
weapon?
you can just.
As
Is
he
it
goes
a-
back, he holds up a electric
Rapier.
baton.
Yeah, and like
From before.
and my rapier.
And then you have this,
An
this
initial.
longer sword that is brought out and give it to
Cool.
Mistress, who is.
You guys can.
Mistress will take his gauntlet baton, grab her gauntlet baton, and hand it to Trader.
No.
This one's
I mean-
clearly broken.
I was gonna say, isn't the broken one?
I mean, you could just
Here,
keep
you can
that.
have a stick.
Or it doesn't have like it
You
doesn't
can
seem
use
to
it to
be
hit
charging
people with.
properly.
Hey, Trader.
Yeah.
What, I mean,
You just call him
if you're
Howard.
gonna be under the, if you're gonna be under the designation or whatever he said, do you do you know how to fight? Like, what do you do, dude?
I mean,
What's your
I can
class?
hide real good.
Oh, well, that's something.
Like that's pretty. Like watch. Everyone, close your eyes real fast.
Okay, Ma does it.
Make a stealth check as you go and try to hide while everyone's looking.
Are you a rogue?
Sounds like it.
I'm not closing my eyes.
That's gonna be 21.
That would be really embarrassing if you failed
Everyone
this.
make a perception check real quick. Unless you close your eyes, then you don't make one.
That's an 18.
21.
Holy shit.
It's at least a 20.
We all see it.
It's a 24.
Oh my god.
Well, you closed your eyes, so you wouldn't roll that.
You see now the two
I mean,
people that do
even
see
then.
him kind of dart away real quick. It's a very like immediate and kind of like a lightning fast reflex motion where you say close your eyes and boom, he's off from where he was and he didn't make a sound. He goes and essentially slips behind the tower, and he does it in a way where he follows the shadows around. He stays
Pretty
out of
impressive
the
for your
light.
Italian.
So methodical, like he's been doing
I
this
have
his
magic
whole
that
life.
can let me do the same thing.
You saw where he went, so you know where he is.
That impressive.
But everyone else, like it was essentially like you close your
He's
eye,
like,
you
"Who
blink,
lets you in?"
open him, and he went away.
He's like,
It's awesome.
Mon's still standing there with his eyes closed saying, okay, tell me when.
When?
Whoa!
Yeah, he's gone. It's crazy.
Mistress will turn her back to that.
Okay.
Give you a thing. And just say, alright, well, if you can manage to take the baton and the rapier back without me noticing, you're welcome to keep them.
Okay.
And she'll begin walking.
As you begin walking, what do you do?
And
She's
I,
a really sensitive
I
butt.
walk out and you guys hear me say in Melody's voice, very, very obviously,
Ew.
are you guys impressed?
Ew, don't do that. Actually, no, do it again.
Melody, where'd you get what? What?
Mistress cringes.
It's all sitting here, just kind of you
Like,
on
some
in
flashbacks to
particular,
me
even though
kissing
you're kind of
myself.
pop back, that does give you like a harsh, nameless vibes hearing that.
Oh.
But I mean, you do think it's impressive. You know he's not nameless, or at least you know he's not nameless, right? Make a wisdom saving throw, Mon.
Oh.
I'm the big bad at the end.
But that was Mistress.
Oh no, that's gonna be a failure just based on. Hang on,
You guys create an alliance and just take the party
it's
down
gonna be a
the
9.
And Maud,
You
as
never trust a Tolly.
as you sit here and watch him do that, just everything just kind of clicks with you in
Oh,
your
no.
headspace, and then your mood breaks, and you kind of just
Not to
stare
share a
at him.
character with me. I want to see what's happening.
And it's a situation where you're not gonna let this
We're
happen
like, here,
again.
we'll just give you all hostile stuff.
At least for this moment, you know you're kind of in a headspace that's not normal, so you
Yeah,
have to
What's your
you have to take your
cable
judgment
link.
with a grain of salt, but it's just too convenient. All of a sudden.
After hearing Melody's voice come out of Trader's mouth, Maud will turn to Trader and then just like without even thinking, just slap in the saw
Easy.
module and rev it.
I'm gonna go ahead and do another hide check.
Okay, so you all of a sudden out of nowhere, you guys just hear Maud rev up his saw blade.
I'm gonna do a stealth
And-
check to hide.
Yeah, and as you do this, you read the hard
I'm gone.
Oh
roll
no.
perception. Maud.
That's a 29.
Oh wow, yeah, that's an
Oh,
18.
cool.
Yeah.
So
As you're sitting here watching it here, you hear the saw blade, and you essentially like duck down as a cloud of dust appears. You're not there anymore. From
And
at
you'll
least
notice
Maud's
I never
perspective
actually
here,
took
and
the
you hear the revving of the
Oh.
saw blades around you.
What's your?
after seeing that he's gone, Maud kind of just like lets it go idle, and he says, "This fucking guy can just disappear on a whim too. In addition to just
I think-
disguising as all of our friends."
Mike, Mon, I think he's just hiding. Like I watched him hide.
Yeah, he can hide, but that's fucking nameless. It's so obvious.
Okay, but I don't know why I'm like stroking out right now. But Cloudman also can
That's
hide
your-
really easily.
we still don't have any hard evidence that that isn't who he is. And I only know one other person aside from myself that can perfectly match someone else's voice.
He does know everyone there. This would be easy. Not that I don't trust him, but it does make sense.
I just kind of shout like just around the room and say, "I'm going to fucking find you and kill you unless you can come up with a really good explanation
Oh,
for all
God.
this."
While I'm hiding, I'm gonna shout back in my voice. I'm sorry if I upset you or frustrated you. I promise I'm not a bad person.
Can I hear where that's coming from?
Oh well, I can
Make a
cast
perception
suggestion
check.
on
So,
him
like,
and
we try
ask him to tell
talk him
me
down.
to
That's
tell
a 5.
Maud. I can.
Not
Hey,
quite. He's
listen.
pretty well hidden.
Kyle,
I
what's
can
your
have him. I
What's
can
my
have.
what's my what? Sorry.
dice god?
That's called. I'll just send you the link.
Maud, I can have him come out and I can cast the spell that I did for Alan to have him tell us the truth. And then if he's lying, we'll know.
I feel like
Can
you
I
should
do
have to
all
roll
that?
persuasion for that.
Okay, fuck yeah, I'll roll
In
persuasion.
this situation, yeah.
Kyle, I will roll
I'm gonna
persuasion.
give you a help action by yelling out, and I'll willingly decline the check. I'll willingly lose.
Did that give me?
That'll give you advantage. You make another perception check from that.
It wouldn't be insight.
Oh, that's a
We're
natural
trying to figure
20.
out where he is.
Natural 20 for a 33
Holy
on
shit.
persuasion.
Yeah, that's a 19. I'm actually rolling really well
I
on
mean,
these. You guys should just do it
You're
great.
actually perceiving a little, but he did roll a good. She did roll a really good persuasion check. She's at least you know Melody well enough that she wouldn't lie to you, and she's. one of
I'm
your
a
better friends
very,
here.
very powerful magic person.
What's
Okay.
your
I'm
best
a
class?
really, really good
Okay.
singer.
Yeah, let me. I can't remember my username. I think it might just be my Eldritch Lead. Yeah, it's just Eldritch
When
Lead. All one word.
when I play my guitar and sing to people, they can't help but tell me all of their deep dark secrets.
I don't know. I never felt like I need to tell
Amber's
the
like-
secrets when you play for me. You played a really good song earlier.
That's
but-
because you already have.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So please put your saw away so he can feel comfortable coming out.
Okay.
And talking to
Okay,
us.
fine. But only because my friend is vouching for you. That's the only reason.
Trust me, I will fuck him up immediately if he is nameless.
If he's nameless, you won't get the chance to.
We'll all collectively
Damn.
fuck him up.
No, you won't. He'll be eviscerated.
As I walk out, I'm like, damn, that's a really cool line, man.
It's,
Mod
it's
Mod
my
stay
patch
silent.
Oh, okay.
that I can't even smell right now.
I feel
It's my
bad
nose.
about playing this card here because at this point you can't trust what
But it
Dante,
makes
the player,
sense.
says. So I could have just made him nameless, and you would never know until
Right.
it's too late.
That would have been a good time.
Yeah, it would be great.
Okay, I am going to have him come out. And I am going to cast Suggestion.
Are you gonna let me know first?
Yeah, I will tell you, I need you, so I'm gonna say, I'm gonna ask you some questions, and I'm going to need you to be honest.
Okay.
And then, I just, like, hum a little tune, and I just say, like, I hum, like, answer everything honestly. So that would be a DC 18 Wisdom save, but I'm
He's
assuming you
failing
can
it.
just
I am
choose,
willingly.
choose to veil it.
And so you feel this, the music enter your brain and just kind of encapsulate you here. You want to move to this music and respond to it.
And I would be able to tell if it failed.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, at least you can tell from his demeanor here that you got a hold of him. You know you've got it.
Okay. So I would say, what do you know of a man called Nameless?
I can tell you if
Yeah.
you need to. You've never actually, as far as you're aware, like, you may have seen Nameless once, but you weren't even sure if that was true. It's
Right.
all rumors around the Great Coast. You knew Nameless wasn't a part of your division. You for sure knew he wasn't a part of the Gauntlet. He was stationed somewhere else, and you knew that specifically the other lights, the other heads, tried to kind of keep him by himself because they didn't necessarily believe that he was a good step to rely on. And so you knew he would work by himself, and as far as you're aware, you've never seen him, but you know how dangerous he is. You know his past, and you know one more thing just from hearing around that. You're pretty sure he's also from Mountain, at least originally, a long time ago, if anything. But
Okay.
that's
And that's what I would say.
My
Like,
friend is Nameless.
completely.
I can't.
Just
Okay.
You know,
Are-
one more thing. He traveled originally. His traveling over to this world. He traveled there with Border.
Okay.
They didn't stay together long.
Are you truly who you've said you were?
That's up to you.
I have been completely honest with who I have been since coming to the Legion. Who I truly am is not Drake or Trader.
I don't think we need to know who you are before the Legion. None of us have shared that with each other. Are you a danger to us? Do you wish us harm?
No.
What do you want?
At this very moment, something to eat.
I mean more like big picture. you
Big
know?
picture, I want to
Is that a piece of raisin bread?
No.
absolutely destroy Malik.
Why?
Would you like the long version or the short version?
Short version first, and then we can follow up with questions.
They fucked me over when I was 14.
Okay, we'll have a follow-up question. In what way?
So the military of Malik, they don't ask if you want to be a part. They take you, they tell you you're going to be a part, or you're going to suffer, and then they force feed you skills and send you on your mission.
I speak to you in Malik, and I say, I'm sorry that happened.
You don't understand her.
A good friend of mine also escaped from there.
Well, then let's find him, and I say that in Malik.
Anything else?
I mean, I trust you
As
probably more than anyone in this group.
my
No
my,
offense to you, Ember. I've just been with Melody for longer.
I'm just kidding. when you set an Arknight's face on fire, you bond. You know.
That is
What?
kind of a shocking thing
Hold
that
on.
you hear there.
Hold on.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You don't necessarily are too acquainted with it, but that is. The Archites do run the country.
Oh yeah.
especially
Fauna.
the world.
Fauna is our friend, like I said. He was sort of undercover at the Gauntlet as well. Oh fuck, we're not supposed to be.
Okay, make a history check to see if you
no,
can. Well, are you describing Fauna to them at this point?
No, I was just saying that he's like.
Oh, never mind then.
That he was like our friend, and he was really nasty. We didn't know who he was at the time, and we were just trying to clean him up in a really bad way.
So you lit him on fire.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of crazy shit.
Okay.
Weirdly though, I think it bonded us to him.
The mistress is
I don't know.
aware of the things that happened in the gauntlet from having been told them, but it causes her great stress, and so she's just.
Oh, I was
Would
thinking
I
that you were
remember
mad that
she-
I was sharing that. I was like, oh no.
No.
Would I remember when the fire alarms all went off when that happened?
Oh yeah, I totally lost a mark
Yeah, oh
for
yeah,
that.
oh yeah, for sure. You wouldn't have been one of the people that went in there, but yeah, there was a big.
Wait,
Like-
is that why there were fucking fire alarms at one point?
Oh yeah, that was us.
Holy shit.
We're really good at espionage.
No, look, Melody. This we can talk about antics another time. I just need to know: did he pass your spell?
Yes.
And do you think we can trust him?
From what I can see, he told us the truth. Unless there's any other clarifying questions you'd like me to ask him, he will answer honestly according to the spell.
I'll just look at him and I say, do you know anything about... I mean, this is a shot in the dark, but would you know anyone about somebody who was taken prisoner by the Legion named Ballista?
I guess you check with disadvantage because you did not work. This was much more of a gold wing thing. You may have heard. What?
You took away a nat 20.
Sorry.
It might be for your
No,
benefit
this
that you
really,
don't know.
honestly, yeah, it would be really weird if you knew this. It would have to have been my word of
So
mouth.
that's a 4.
No, you have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you, but I don't know anything about that.
Well, if you're not nameless and you're not on the side of the Legion that was responsible for imprisoning and torturing my friend, then as far as I'm concerned, you're good in my book. And I still had the saw out, but I will put it away at this point.
I will just say one more thing. Do
Seamlessly,
you
a normal hand again.
understand that if you betray us, things will end very badly for you?
Oh yeah.
By the way, maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said there was like Chris and Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I'll drop the spell.
Glorious.
That's me. I'm.
It took me a while.
Traitor.
Hey,
Traitor.
hey, buddy. He puts his other. It took me a while too.
Oh.
Glorious.
Aw.
Ember tears up.
Melody.
Traitor.
I'll reach out to shake my hand. I'll say, Maud.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
And
everyone
then,
do
and
that.
then after, like, as I
Oh,
take
yeah.
my hand away, I slip a couple corn nuts
Yeah.
into his palm and say, I know you said you're hungry.
He's one of those dogs that like need the fixed bowl.
Yeah.
Ow! Fuck!
I end up just crunching him against the face mask because I'm so
Oh,
excited.
you idiot!
Ah,
I heard him.
shit!
I'll just give him the bag.
Oh, he just pours
Okay,
it into
so-
his mask like
So Mod's
you
introduced
feel like a
you to him
horse.
as well. Anybody else?
Mistress.
Grab hold. She's got a really cold hand.
That's wild. That is wild. I don't know how you do that, but that is crazy.
There's no response. And then, Ember, did you say anything, or are you done?
Ember.
Traitor.
Just like,
Well, allow us to fill you in on what's going on here.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
the last people I saw were the frickin' guys from the Gauntlet.
I'll be honest. I'm exhausted, and I'm pissed off, and I'm at my wit's end, and trying not to give up, and I'm absolutely gonna fuck shit up.
Hell yeah.
This is what's going on. And he kind of fills you in on this branch of, at least what you've learned so far. You know that there's this voice, this signal that you guys knew had been afflicting different towns and whatnot. You traced back some man that knew about it, turned it off in one town, tracked it back here, and you're essentially trying to turn this off so other towns can stop essentially absorbing people into this kind of patchwork world where their real bodies are kind of being put in this like holier than thou state and kind of becoming these acolytes.
Okay.
That's where you
is
fill in. You
wild.
just got back there from that place.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty wild. I'll help however I can. I understand if you guys still don't trust me to the point of not having weapons. I would request whenever it's time to fight, I would like a weapon so I can help out. but
Well, just steal it back, like the lady said. Show us what you're made of.
you're right. I'm pretty good at stealing things too.
Then this shouldn't be an issue.
Well, that's good 'cause we're generally bad at stealing things.
All right,
But
crew.
for meta, I am a rogue.
quite a
If
bit.
any of you
Oh,
didn't figure
I was
that
like,
out.
If it wasn't painfully obvious.
I have a +12 to stealth and sleight of hand, so
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we got our pleasantries out of the way, let's go ahead and at least keep you under our belt for a sec until we can at least, clear some stuff up around here.
Yeah.
Then we can ask bigger questions.
I'd be happy
For
to
now,
tell you more. It just seems like we're kind of got some stuff to take care
No,
of.
it-
So.
Yeah.
for now, we gotta take care of. We're looking for what is the word? Dynamic, malleable things. Yeah. Should be somewhere around here, right, mistress?
Yeah, dynamic malleable signals.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I said. At this point,
Glorious
you guys-
passed his intelligence
gonna
check, or
check
his
mine?
wisdom check, right?
Yeah, he did. He's
Okay.
fine. He's just dumb. He's not a
Yeah, I
smart
know.
guy.
I know.
But
I mean, neither am I.
going in at this point, you guys proceed onward with your original goal.
Mm-hmm.
Proceeding inwards towards the door where you guys originally were. At the very beginning of this whole shebackle. Oh
Shabackle.
my fucking god!
What's
Don't
that?
look at that.
That's so bright.
I didn't
looked
see
at it.
anything.
I saw white.
I saw dots.
I saw
It's
light
a
and
Zeta
dots.
wing.
Oh shit, the wall.
Anyway, you
Oh,
guys
God.
make your way into the bottom part where the garage door's pulled up here, and you're facing this horrible wall of just terrible, like,
Oh no.
volatile energy.
No.
What?
I don't think we're gonna get through it.
Well, not yet.
We have to turn off the static.
What
we never
the
did
hell
that.
is this thing? This is wild.
Nothing good.
Just walk straight through.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Hostile someone that will sneezes with one arm not being able to cover his mouth.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder what would happen if I stuck my right arm in there.
Don't do that.
Why had someone tried it before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to still have a right arm?
Yeah. That would be
Are you
nice.
right or left?
That's
handed?
Right, I guess. haven't put my shot into it.
So, are we able to see any of the dynamic?
As where you are in the room right now, nothing is visible to you, but you do feel a vibration coming from your static grabber.
Yeah.
You just say-
will pull that out.
You see on the page here it says like 10 plus signals detected. As though that's kind of the meter stops telling you the integer 4.
Mr. Soul, try to navigate that to see what signals are available.
As a page pulls up on there, just boxes upon boxes just populate the little LED screen on there, all as you point it forward towards this big static wall. Just boxes upon boxes, as though all these signals that it's sensing are just slapped together. But you're able to, in theory, access them from the static grabber. Like your machine is syncing up with them, and so in theory, if you connect it to one, you can do something with it.
Okay, she'll connect to one. Is she able to determine at all how close any of them are via this display?
According to this display, they're all just right in front,
Okay.
like in a line, essentially.
In that case, she'll just.
Remember those from Super Quick.
Do it.
I will do it. Wiser.
Zoobies.
Yeah, one of his features is if
Bring
he
my
listens to
haircut
someone
back,
talk
you
for a
fool.
minute, he can unknowingly mimic their speech.
Hey.
And I did share my character sheet with all of you.
Andrew, be careful. Zura's right outside the door.
Zura, no.
Zuko.
Zuko, press Zuko. Yeah.
So Mr. Soul will just connect to the first one on the list then, and
And once you connect, you see a different thing. You see a list of 0, 1, 2, 3 appear.
she'll set it to 3.
I set it to 3. As you set this to 3, suddenly the wall ripples as though essentially like a piece of a puzzle just grew way larger than the boundaries. You see a ripple like an ocean wave, and all of a sudden you see these dramatic cracks appear all throughout the wall around it, and you hear just this blast that is so unbelievably loud you only hear the first millisecond of the noise before your ears all go deaf. I want everybody here to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, we're getting good at those.
Oh,
Hell
it's a
yeah.
natural 1
It's
for
a
me.
+8 for me.
So that makes me a 6.
12.
A
13.
6.
I got so excited from being good at it.
7.
Coming in hot.
As this explodes, you feel just this wave of just charged energy just blast through everybody here as this piece expands in a ring where it was already filled. But not for you. All of a sudden you feel, and you're just standing in the white expanse.
Oh. Hello?
The walls around you are, you can't move forward.
Oh no.
Oh God.
In a little box. Everyone else, you're standing in a room. The gate that was this big white static wall is now inverted. It's this dark, abyssal black static wall with the edges white. And it's maybe 10 meters further back. Like you blew essentially the first part of the door open.
Wait, did Melody pass or fail her dexterity?
Failed.
Failed.
I failed mine too.
There's one other thing in the room. You see this block of malleable signal. It is essentially, if I can compare this to anything, it's like a 1x4, like a Tetris block essentially.
Okay.
This is a much longer one that's just kind of sitting in the middle of everyone, and Melody is nowhere in the room with you. And all of a sudden, all the signals that you had found as dynamic before, there's only one on
Is
the
it?
page
Still set to 3.
right now. Yeah.
Mistress will set it back down to 0.
As you set the bar back down to 0, this bar essentially, and as the top of the static grabber lights up, essentially absorbs into the gun.
Am I in the gun?
And no, you're standing there. You're standing there perfectly
Hello?
fine.
Oh, hi guys. was weird.
Did I get caught up in whatever Melody did as well?
No. What did you get?
I failed it.
This essentially, well, it wasn't necessarily a failure. This was who got the lowest.
Oh, okay. I got a 3.
Sometimes I mix it
Oh,
up.
so he's actually that should have been.
It's, I mean, it's.
Let's
at
say,
this
let's
point,
say
it's
for the
fine.
sake of this, because it's long enough, it hits you both. Because it's
Okay.
more like it's like a long Tetris stick.
Okay.
So we
It
were
hits
just.
you both.
Yeah. But okay. Okay.
I do want to read you
That was close.
something as well, mistress.
Mm-hmm.
What's it colored Tootsies? Oh, my favorite.
On the front page of your static grabber, you see a box that's essentially in a Tetris system, the same shape as the one you saw earlier, just kind of like a long rectangle style. But each of the 4 walls are made up of a series of 5 numbers and or letters and integers that you would be able to read off. That are essentially just like, you know, like a code or whatever for each side. But this box is now essentially populating the bottom of the screen for you. The top screen essentially gives you the rest of the commands, essentially like searching for a signal and what to do if you would have connected to a signal at this point.
Okay. So Mistress will like read off the numbers and letters and see.
Okay.
So,
Ow!
you good?
Give me just a second. The sides here, which are all of them organized because they're kind of fixing this. The top side reads off EPA 91, and I'll send you this too if you need me to.
Okay.
Left side is TTI 99. The bottom side is YUH 54, and the right side is AGU 91. Essentially,
Is this something that can be like turned? Like a
you
puzzle?
don't really know what's going on with this yet. You haven't really interacted with the machine enough to be able to tell.
And there's a whole bunch of different things to connect to again, right?
Hmm.
Or
As you, what do you mean?
like how she connected. Like there was a whole bunch of options for what she could connect to the first time.
Those aren't around anymore.
Okay.
It's almost like they've scattered around,
Okay.
or they disappeared. It's hard to tell. But only one of those signals is there now. It's the one you've currently absorbed into the machine.
Okay.
So yeah, there's the 2 sides of the screen. The side that's searching for signal, and then the bottom side, which has the Tetris block, essentially, to
Okay.
get through. And then after a little bit of, well, I'm assuming we'll probably come back here later. I'll waste a little bit of this. Just 1 second.
Barbie, I'm sorry.
Just for meta's sake. You see, finally connecting on the top screen, a signal that is 7 blocks tall and 5 blocks across. This large signal that only reads a single thing in the middle that says frequency incompatible.
as though you can't actually interact with it from this machine. But there is essentially a malleable signal there that's just this large mass. And it says it's nearby.
A large mass. And it's not just pointing at Glorious.
This is the size of the signal you currently carry. Yeah, a 1x4.
Okay.
It's bigger than it.
So Mistress is gonna attempt to put her signal in, like, move it from the bottom screen up to the.
Okay. You click on your signal at the bottom, and first off, it's the whole layout changes. It says at the top it says connections available, and at the bottom you see a bunch of blips all over the place light up, just in constantly different areas. Make an intelligence check for me, real quick.
It's a 7 plus whatever.
Oh,
Plus a 5, I think, if it's a flat intelligence.
Yeah.
So that's
that's not
12.
bad. That's still not bad. The kind of layout where these other markers are placed around kind of resembles the layout of the facility. More long aside, and then parts bouncing off. And it says when you click on these other portions around that these are fixed signals around.
And then there's this one in the middle here that's a fixed signal as well. That's the biggest one of the light. And so it's asking you which one to connect this piece to.
All right. So we'll connect it to the one that is in an option to connect it to the avatar storage.
You kind of take your mind here a second to like find out where on the map that would be. At the far, essentially the far northwestern section, there is a spot over there. Actually, yes. And at that point,
The little marker on your box goes from bright to dim. It goes away.
I have no idea what I've just done.
Yeah, you don't see anything happen.
Mistress will show this over to Ember and try to get a second opinion on how this is working.
Okay, as you hold the device over to it as well, do you have any meta, like, or actual, like, CJ ideas on what it is, or?
I
do you-
don't.
Okay, make an intelligence check then. Just looking at this.
Can I roll with advantage after watching Mistress?
If you guys are working together, I'll give
Do
you
it.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
She's comparing the data to
Cool.
you. Great.
Oh, better. Intelligence, I'll be 17.
17?
Yes.
You can tell the device is no longer loaded in here, but after interact, just kind of like toying with the device, just kind of dynamically, you click on it and it allows you, in theory, you click on the button again and it goes from dim to light again once you click on it. So in theory, it's back there after you're like, oh, that's interesting. So in theory, I can press it again now, although I've still not seen anything that's happened. So you can use that piece of data again if you'd like, after you've clicked on the dim version of it.
This is one of the pieces that you can connect to as well.
Okay, so I'll connect to the big piece.
Okay, where do you want to connect? If you click on the big piece, you essentially, like a big game board, where do you want to put this piece?
Where do I want to put the big piece?
Yeah. You can't
Or-
move this
oh.
piece. This piece that you're putting in it.
Ah,
Oh my god.
here.
You see just the far left corner of this go from this horrible black, just the wall here turns white in just a small section. Like just a single square's worth of this 5 part is white now.
As you click in, put it in that spot.
This is where you guys are. And this is where you want to be.
So we just all, I don't know if we'll all fit.
Mistress will see about connecting to another signal, then. See if she can get another,
Did you pull it out of there?
or, well, like leaving that in, see if she can get another piece. Like,
Like from somewhere else?
yeah, that's the idea.
Essentially, right now, as you don't have anything in your menu here, your menu isn't scanning any other dynamic pieces around. But you knew there were more, because when they were all originally there was a bunch on their page, but right now, maybe they're not all here. Maybe they're around.
Ooh. I think we need to go to the various places throughout the facility and collect more of these pieces to slot into this larger puzzle.
Okay, but how do we use these to travel, though? That's what we wanted to fix, and we need to fix Maud here again. Dumbass just killed himself.
Hi.
Hi.
Well,
You summon it back?
Oh!
What the fuck? Whoa! Oh my
I'm a robot!
this is Spit.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a gray man! Well, I was programmed that these guys were kind of dickheads.
No, he's a fake gray man.
I love you.
But a real dickhead.
Hey, Spit, you never
How
You
do
never
we
asked
use these
what-
to travel?
There's a lot going on right now.
Well,
I'll pat your
the
shoulder.
way these malleable signals are designed, they're essentially just solid objects from the outside. The gray coats got clever, though. Maybe. Ooh. Do you want me?
Fuck you, Baron.
Oh.
Do you want me to
Stray
answer
cat
this
running
mysteriously, or do you just want me to lay the facts out for you so that you can't figure anything out?
I think I might have an idea.
Okay.
Actually.
Cause like, flop.
Fuck you, Spit.
Oh, well, hey.
What is happening?
That's
Mistress,
Spit.
can you bring Spit out one more time, really quick?
Woo!
Hey, Spit. You didn't mention it earlier, but I thought you'd want to know. You didn't mention that Chris is gone, but Chris is gone. That's all I need to tell
Well,
you.
I can tell that he's not here anymore.
I know you didn't say anything
A
though. I
casualty
just-
in battle is a flag on a.
No, I'm trying to tell you he's not dead. He just went away for a while.
He went up to the farm.
Well, what an asshole! I would never abandon my duty in the middle of combat.
It's not like you
That would have been a great time for Mistress to.
I get it if he died. That's cool and all.
I mean, he's dead to us, so that's the same thing. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so what was your idea?
To try to activate that, like, this little dynamic signal again in
Okay.
such a way that we can get inside of it the way
Like the outdoor
Melody did.
storage? Or yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So-
except like this time we're not going to like. So I'll take it out of there, and like we'll try to get into the, like activate it in such a way, but like intentionally not dodge.
So let's say you all kind of stand. If you figure this out by trial and error, you kind of just all stand kind of in a row by the gate here, crunch up to each other. And you're allowed to attach the spot not only inside of the gate, but around it as well. Essentially, as long as the edges connect at some point, you're able to do it.
Yeah. So then, with all of us lined up here, Mistress will put it on those four.
You put it on
over
that 4,
us.
you click the button, and instantly, the world around you turns white. And you still have your scanner in your hand.
It's weird in here.
Oh.
So now, do you just pick a different location for it to
Mistress will
pop us out?
As
connect it over here.
Okay. As you try to connect it over there, the white space that you're in suddenly turns black very fast, and you all feel like essentially you just got slammed into a brick wall really
I
fast.
grab Ember's hand.
like
Like
crushing yours.
insane, like pain just occurs in this small
Not my
moment.
struggling
Like essentially
fingers.
just like the world's smallest truck just hits you.
I am so sorry.
You all do take 3 points of bludgeoning
Ow.
as this happens.
That's fake. Comes
All
out
of
to
us?
10 HP.
Bludgeoning.
But you don't necessarily know if it moved at all until you take it out.
Bludgeoning.
We all take bludgeoning.
Is it still pitch
Bludgeoning.
black?
It
Yeah.
only for that instant.
Okay.
When you tried to change it while you were attached
Amber
to this
has a
black
question.
space.
So yeah.
With my fire shield, I have resistance.
Do you have your fire armor up? When did you put your fire armor up? We just started the
When
day.
does it like go away? That's been one of my.
You got, it's a spell. You
Okay.
you cast it.
Okay, we'll take
How
care
long
of
does
that.
it
I'm gonna
last?
use
Huh?
uncanny
How long
dodge.
does it last when cast?
I've been meaning to
Well,
ask you about that.
That's
The
just the
spell.
same as the mage armor.
Okay.
So like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
You
what
probably
would half of that be? One or two?
Would
Hmm?
burn us?
What would half of that be?
1.
I have mine candy dodging it.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa!
Ugh.
Well, that works on dexterity throws.
What?
So
Oh, never mind. You can
I thought
Yeah,
that was
one
a.
candy
an
dodge.
Yeah, I'm
attack.
thinking of
Any-
evasion.
any-
Sorry.
So, yeah, Mistress will remove the
I guess
block.
that's one.
You click the block once
Yeah,
again.
I was like, I
And
thought
as
it
you
was an
disappear
attack
here-
you could see.
You're all standing in the same place.
Mm.
Which, in theory, you did what was correct on the screen. Like, it appeared on the other side for an instant, but for some reason, the walls turned black while you tried to do that. There's something odd about the gate you're connecting to.
In that case, she'll put us back in the box, and she will attempt to connect then to the avatar storage.
One of the points. You click one of the other points in there, and you see that point on on the other side of the map light up, and the bar appear there. You don't feel any change where you are, though.
Mistress will remove the bar again.
You remove the bar, and
I
you
like your
all
neck in front
are
of our
standing
guests.
in front of the avatar storage.
Whoa.
Nice.
How
This
did,
is a lot to take in right now.
Sarah,
And suddenly,
what's wrong?
this place is a lot smaller to you.
Mistress, what? I
Why
don't
is
get
it
it. I
smaller
don't
to
get it.
us?
I figured out how to teleport us.
That's a
You're so
really fast
smart.
way to travel.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go a little bit longer here just in case you guys want to do something else. You guys doing anything else while you're here?
So Mistress will once again put us all in a box,
Ah,
and she
As
will,
you attach to the avatar storage box, you can see one of the corners of where this 4x1 box is. There's a part that branches off, a smaller box, and there's a door there.
let him eat that.
Mistress will open the
No.
door and look through.
It's the avatar storage.
Would not let a cat have
You're
it.
in Bride's Peak Manor's
He'll
bar.
take it.
As you open it up, you're essentially just connected to that piece of valuable signal. So essentially, those blocks merged during this time period. In theory, you can travel from one valuable signal to the other by connecting them.
I see.
Shredder just goes up and turns his
Like foil.
mask to opaque to hide the fact he's absolutely shook by
Ah!
everything that's happened.
He's just weeping inside.
So Mistress will put the malleable signal back in,
Okay.
and then set the avatar storage signal to 2.
Okay. You said there's the avatar storage signal?
Yeah.
Okay, you see that area expand just ever so slightly, but not anywhere drastic as it was before. You may get the idea that it may be expanded more outside of this world than inside, as the inside is kind of fixed.
No, like as in like she'll put us all back outside the avatar storage.
Oh yeah, okay.
And like to put away the malleable.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Oh, so you put
And
it
then,
away.
and then expand the avatar
Oh yeah,
storage
if you
so that we
gathered
wind
around
up
there,
in there.
then yeah, you'd all appear inside of the box for the avatar storage. Yeah, easy.
Do you guys think that we might be able to walk somewhere in the avatar storage, place this malleable signal, and exit there in the world?
Sure.
I don't
Oh, you
understand
try
what
it.
the hell's happening, but I'll do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm with him. I have no clue what's going on.
Mistress will walk to the river
We're all a
where we
bunch of
found
idiots.
Caddy's.
Yeah, you move out towards the silhouette version of the river, and you pull up your static grabber. It's still the same map as it was in the RWI city. It's not matching the current surroundings.
I see.
Which kind of correlates to Melody's story. When she teleported, she just teleported out of the malleable signal.
Well, I don't think that's going to work. Mistress will immediately turn around without elaborating any further and begin walking back towards the bar.
Herself in her head.
How'd it go?
Not well.
Oh,
Did not work.
great.
Mistress was confused, I think, which is a weird look on
Hey.
Yeah, Mistress is, like, for those of you who are kind of tuned in, it's obvious that Mistress is a little embarrassed about being wrong
Yeah.
about this.
Aw.
Hey,
Makes
maybe
her
there's
hotter for
some-
some reason.
this is just something that kind of was brought up to me now. But now that travel is a lot easier, we can maybe figure a little bit out about what
She's
this
a
place
good person.
means. You said you found some drives here, right?
Yes, yeah.
Do you know how to run those? I don't necessarily. I wasn't in my right mind by the time I learned about these. But
green, a yellow, and a red, and we found a place that we could slot them in, didn't we?
yes, you did. It was the third floor of that tower.
Right. Does there seem to be a signal around there?
The signal's at the door at the first floor. There you can just travel up.
Okay. Mistress will attempt to bamf us all back there.
Well, as you summon the signal towards the avatar storage, you all are just standing in the avatar storage. You probably have to leave there first if you wanted to get in there.
Yeah.
So you do that. You leave. You bamf the signal back, and suddenly you're able to teleport to any of the fixed signals that you see on your page.
I love the idea that she's not actually telling us where we're going. She's just like, okay, stand here now. We're just like,
I can tell you there's a bunch of fixed signals around you here. There's one where you are now the avatar storage, which is kind of near the northwest. There's one at the far west. There's one smack dab in the center. There's one a little bit to the right of that. There's one even further to the right of that, way down the pathway where you can only assume was where you fought the big spider. And then there's one up to the northeast.
Right.
So essentially, there's 6 fixed signals on your map that you're able to connect to.
If Mistress were trying to get back to the surface, did we have a way back up there, or was it like a fall and we gotta figure out a way back?
You probably have to figure out a way
Okay.
back, because this one's not necessarily. Or you can find a way to use the doorknob. There's multiple ways.
I mean, like, there wasn't like a clear, like, we can just climb up a ladder and get back out
It
type
wasn't
situation.
initially clear, so there might need to be some trial and error for
Okay.
that.
Well, we
I know
can't,
these tunnels pretty well.
we can't Bloodborne ladder this shit.
Oh, are we trying to leave?
Well, I was hoping to retrieve Caddy's corpse.
Oh, that's right. I mean, we can always try to figure that out if you want to. It just I don't have any way of flying. We'd have to figure it out on the way up there. Anyone here can fly?
I mean, I can turn us into a couple of us into birds, but only 2. And then you'd have to fucking die when you get up there, or just not be burned anymore.
Can't the spell just wear off? Polymorph isn't
Nope.
permanent.
What?
She's lying.
I just want them to die. No, yeah.
Can
it
I
wears
do
off.
some sort of
But I
check
think it
to
lasts
see
for a
if I
long
remember
time.
if there's a way to get from the tunnel
I can just stop concentrating
to
on
the
it.
surface?
It's
As
funnier
someone
that
who's
way.
walked
Yeah,
in
make-
tunnels.
It's funnier to
Maybe
watch them
just
fly into a
history
freaking
check.
tree.
History?
Yeah.
Into the ground.
He's going down. I made it.
11.
He's gathering timber.
You've seen multiple spots along the road which branch off into tunnels to this like elsewhere. Maybe one of those actually reaches it, but
Okay.
you've only been in this place for a small time before you got the shit tackled out of you by robots.
Right.
Which is crazy wrong.
Robots.
I'm imagining that, like, as Mistress is teleporting everyone,
Yeah.
everyone is just still standing in a line.
As this is all happening, we haven't moved.
Yeah, just.
Let
And,
her
like,
do
your
what she's
just
doing.
surroundings are changing.
Right.
Ma's just standing there, just kind of looking around.
Well, I remember we like descended from like a rope, right? Like from the elevator shaft.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can re-grab to that rope?
Probably.
We just feather fall down in theory, right? That's how we got there.
Yeah, we do know where the elevator shaft was,
We
don't
do. It was right. It was a little to the west of the tower.
We'll say let's look to the
If
left.
I were to use Featherfall, wouldn't work.
Yeah, but how many quarter clicks?
Oh, you know, maybe 3.
Okay.
I mean, realistically, if the power got turned back on, the elevator might work again.
That's true.
You remember it was literally just a dangling cable that you guys ended up. You didn't actually go down an elevator. You slid down a cable
I'm
because
just
it was destroyed.
worried that
Destroy
anything we do to manipulate the voice will deactivate the avatar storage.
Well, maybe we can do a test.
Yeah?
I turn my knob. You go in there, kill my avatar, and see what happens. While I stay out here.
What?
We're not killing the avatar, we're
No, not the whole story. Just like my avatar.
No,
Like, if it died in there, would it come back to me, or would
I don't
be
really
screwed?
want to risk that, Gloria.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be the only person that does, and I'm not gonna let you do it. And if I learn something from it, I do, and if I don't, then we're one step closer either way.
I mean, realistically, if someone's gonna do that, wouldn't it be better to be the person that like none of you trust and just showed up? Like
That.
Ah!
I like that.
Hey.
Yeah, but that's not how a commander functions, son.
yeah, but like
I'll take the bullet before you do.
Glorious, we're a democracy, not
We're
a
a team.
dictatorship.
And I'd like to say I deserve some sort of, at least consideration for leadership, knowing that I've let you guys run rampant around doing this stuff that I should have been helping you with from the get-go.
Yeah, but you couldn't because you were like,
Because I was
'Cause-
scared.
because you were staticked out, and
No.
you're gonna static out again.
And then if anything happens to you, then what? Then we lose our leader.
Well, I'm not gonna die from one little test. It's
You
just
don't
a
know
little
that.
bit of
We
cloud
don't-
after all.
We don't know that, man.
Or I could be fine.
Could be, but
Or
we
you
don't
could
know.
collapse
Hold
right
on.
in front of us.
Well,
Wait.
what kind of leader would you be if you were dead, though? That's what I'm
true.
saying. Like, if someone's gonna die, it might as well be like the brand new person.
Is there a situation
anything
where no
happen?
one can die?
Hostel mentioned something about attacking Nameless.
Yeah, let's fucking kill Hostel. Where'd he
Before-
go?
He left the Avatar storage.
Throw him in the static.
What do you think happened to him when that happened? Did he cripple Nameless or did he repower him? There's just so many uncertainties, but until one of us does something, we're not gonna know. We could either turn this off and doom a whole lot of civilians, or we could save them. There's no in between. That's what's annoying about this.
Glorious.
What?
I think you might be right about the one tick. But, and Maud, I'm sorry if this seems callous of me. You are already being affected by this. Would it not make more sense to go in and try this experiment with mods?
Especially, I think Paladin's
I think that's up to Mon. I think that's
we
up
have
to
a
him.
volunteer. I'm just trying to work through this in a logical way. It makes sense to try this.
I mean,
Whether it is you or Glorious.
And you could always start with like, instead of just going straight to killing him and seeing what happens, what about just like, I don't know, like a light stabbing or something and see if.
Yeah,
light-
light stabbing.
A light stab.
Welcome
You
to
know
the
what I
team.
mean? Like,
Morally grey code is what we're gonna call it now.
and
Maud,
they,
I need to just like cut off one of your fingers and see if it cuts off the real you's finger.
No.
And-
no.
Trader would actually plan to be like, I mean, we all do things like for the good of everyone, and he points and he has these 3 giant, just like huge scars down the side of his face.
Jesus.
I think that's cool.
So
You're really like you have a good side.
yeah,
Nah.
for sure.
Literally, that side sucks.
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, this is rough over here.
What happened to your face?
So you know how my undercover name is Drake?
Yeah.
We decided to help, like, make me look more tough and make me seem more able to handle things
And
with
so they just mutilated your
Malix
face?
with like the Malik people. We
This
did
tracks.
this to
Did Border do that?
no, we did it before I left.
No, this
Oh.
sounds like Legion.
Yeah.
So you like fit in.
This is stuff we would do to get a job done, and it doesn't. It's not something we take your opinions into consideration.
I mean,
But
I was
then-
totally down with it.
You've survived up until now, so it's hard to really say who's the bad guy. That's what I love about this place. I don't know who's bad,
I don't know.
but I know who's winning.
Easy to say who's the bad guy. It's Drake.
Anyway, I'm Josh, by the way.
Oh, damn it. Man,
So-
I feel like we're kind of getting this brotherly thing.
Maud, you have a piece for you in there. What do you want? I'm willing to take it if you don't want to, but until we learn something about how this storage works, it's just going to be a loss if we continue on this.
I mean, I'll be honest. Everything that's going on is kind of spiraling out in different directions, and I don't know what to make of what's real and what's not anymore. But I do know that I want to help in any way I can, and since I'm compromised by this thing, I think I'm in the best position.
You can always say no, buddy.
No, it's okay, man.
wait, so no, or
I'm not ordering you.
I know.
I'm letting you know.
I know. I appreciate you looking out.
So is that a yes or no?
Yeah.
You were remiss. Might as well try it. If something occurring to the storage itself negatively affects the outside, well, you might as well let us know.
Yeah.
can I kill him?
Someone want to go in and find him?
Yeah, I will.
I can if you want.
I will do it.
I'll go.
Wow. We all.
We all really want to kill Mon.
Jesus.
I feel like you trust me. You said that.
No, Maud. I think it should be Maud who decides.
I mean,
Mistress will make it hurt.
I think that I trust. I do trust Melody to do it, but I don't think that she should necessarily go alone because we don't know.
Austin would have killed you. He would have killed you right away.
I know that.
But thank God he's not here to hear that. So.
Like when did Fuzzy get here?
I mean, if I'm
It's funny
thinking
how
it
I
right,
got out of the ether.
if I'm thinking
Take the
right,
shit.
out of all of us, I mean, I'm the only one who would be in there right now, right?
Do you want to do it to yourself? But then again, that doesn't prove the point. If
No,
you're in
it
there
doesn't.
doing it, yeah, it's not gonna do it, dumbass.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't.
Sorry,
His
I know you're
body's
affected.
dumb.
I know you're affected. I knew that. Sorry. I know touching your body in there fixes it. That doesn't fix. I just want to know that we didn't kill Bailey, and if we did, we don't have
Oh,
to do it
Bailey!
again. We don't have to do it again to someone else. But
I think that I'd feel best if Melody and you, Glorious, went, so you can look after her.
yeah, I can do that.
Not Melody, not because I'm saying that I don't think you can
Yeah,
handle
you think
yourself.
because I'm a woman, I can
Hey,
handle
no,
myself.
Melody.
I need a big, strong man.
Melody.
What?
I love this song.
Aww.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll go.
I wouldn't be concerned about this if I didn't care about you.
Sure. Maud, I
Yes.
would like for you to stay out here with me, and I'm going to keep an eye on you.
That's
See
fine.
if I notice any change, alright?
That's fine. Thank you.
I'm gonna do a lot of weird stuff to your double, just to see if
Oh, boy.
I was thinking like, no.
Holy
My
shit.
big feel this.
Ooh, Mom, I'm sucking your dick.
After,
What are you doing?
God, don't put it there, silly.
Oh,
Monitor's just standing blissfully in the world.
He's like, man.
I'm gonna remember all of this if this works.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Why?
First off, that might be traumatizing, remembering his own death. Secondly, about how long did it take us to reach GBB?
It was a few minutes walk, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
The towns are pretty condensed comparatively to the
So,
distance.
before sending Glorious and Melody in, Mistress is going to say, after half an hour, I'm going to deactivate this to shrink it back down every 15 minutes, alright? So, that should be the longest that you have to wait.
Okay.
If it is more than 15 minutes, as you guys wait for me to deactivate it, I would ask that you teleport out in some way.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can dimension Doris last time that worked.
I want to save that as a just in case,
Okay.
but that should be considered an emergency situation.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll hook arms with Glorious.
Hey. Do you want me to come? Or... Okay.
Ah.
The door's in front of us. We move forward. We
Traitor's
exit.
like, I just want to be helpful.
We exit Bride's Peak Manor, and we head off into Bride's Peak, thetown.com. Around there.
Brightspeakthetown.com.
We travel a ways, and we're looking. Make a perception check, Melody.
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone else stay outside of the avatar storage with Mod and I?
I think so.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware.
This is 14.
Yeah,
As
it's probably
you
helpful.
walk
to keep
around
an
the
eye
town
out.
here, looking around. We're not even in Bride's Peak yet, or sorry, we're in Palegrass yet. When sure enough, we look at one of the figures that's walking across. This taller figure here, very silhouetted. But yeah, he's not even there. He's just kind of wandering the streets. That's a very shitty silhouette version of Mod.
Mod!
You see the figure kind of gently wave. I'm sorry, I got so bad.
Hi,
Does
bud!
Mod say that? Does Mod rush off?
Mod
the street?
really has to go.
I gotta
Okay.
pee so bad!
Tingle, save your also feels it.
This form doesn't have a dick. The peasel just trapped in the bladder.
Oh, and he's like, shit, there goes my plan.
I pop out. I'm like, hey, why do you need to turn your thing down a little bit more?
We need to take care of some stuff.
Listen, Mod, Static U needs a dick.
His static dick is really weird. It's very, very gentle.
God damn it.
Gentle.
It's gentle.
It's tingly.
It's very gentile.
Anyway, you approach. The figure doesn't even look formed enough to like really interact much. Just kind of.
Mod, hey. It's me. Your
It's
friend.
just kind of like power stance at you.
I try to touch him.
You touch him, you feel this just gentle vibration on him.
Oof. Okay, well, last time.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, I was gonna like tickle him, but.
You don't feel anything on the
I
outside.
was
though,
gonna
right?
touch his butt.
Anyway,
My hand's like in his stomach.
do you want me to?
Well, so last time we just took him to the place that we like blipped, and that worked for Bailey. But I don't know how.
We're not trying to do that. We know for a fact if we turn the avatar storage off, we're not going to be able to get everybody back there. Everyone here is getting turned off. So if
how do we?
I'm worried. This is Hostile told us that when he attacked Colonel, he just disappeared on his own and dispersed. You think that'd be enough, or is
But
that
I
just...
I couldn't touch Colonel either, right?
You could touch him. It was just kind of. It was off. It was almost like it was like a jelly surface you went through after a little bit.
Mod, will you try to hold my hand? I know it's not gonna work very well, but. This is so weird.
And
My
sure
hair's
enough, his
standing on
hand
end.
eventually closes through yours.
Okay. And so what now? Do you trust me, Mod? Okay.
Just nods.
Close your eyes.
You don't see his eyes.
I'm gonna trust that you've closed them, and I'm gonna look to Gloria, and I'm gonna nod to have you like. Try to kill him.
Oh my god.
I'm
Glorious.
gonna
Old Yeller Mod.
Glorious
I'm gonna
takes a
say
big.
something really sweet to
Glorious
him.
takes a big sigh, and at this point, he runs up. The head 180s on a static figure, and then like Thanos Infinity Dust kind of disperses downwards. You guys standing on the
I
outside
really hope
in
that
this
works.
dark
Mod
space.
he dies.
Mod, it's been multiple minutes since you passed. It's getting close to the time in which Mistress was beckoning to find a time to disperse. As Mod stands there, he's looking outward there in his delirious state, waiting for something to occur.
Oh no.
We're gonna
gonna end there.
Fuck you! No!
God damn it.
We've killed you!
Maybe.
We old
You
yelled
don't
at
know.
you!
It was his choice either way.
Amber's
Could-
like, yeah, fucking kill this
It's
new
got to
guy.
be one of two things. Either I die or like that part of me like okay, it could be three things. Either one, I die. Two, that part of me
Look,
is just
his
gone.
head just starts. His head, just randomly just
Yeah.
turns.
Oh, fuck.
One, I die. Two, that part of me is gone forever. Or three, it will like since that part of me is like gone from the silhouetted world and like it like somehow like restores in my main body.
It just like disappears from there. And,
Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I apologize if I talked you into permanently giving your character a -1.
I think
That would be
Kyle
hilarious.
likes it that way, honestly. You seem to
Kyle
have a
thought
lot
it
of
was
fun with dumb mod.
I liked it.
It
Yeah.
sucks his mom's already dumb, but
Yeah.
I mean, he was just like I always consider Mod like when he doesn't have the debuff, he's just like average